Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. In this live stream, we are going to be reacting to the Olympic Sevens that are going to be taking place. They've already played a few games this morning, New Zealand time, or this afternoon it was, but now we are going to be watching some big games here, including the New Zealand Seven side taking on Argentina. I'm not here alone though. I have got George with me.
Hey guys.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Is that the field?
It is the field, Tokyo Stadium in the Butte. Indeed, it looks like a nice day as well there in Tokyo for this game, or these games. We have got a total of 6 or 8, I think it is. I think it might be 8. No, it might be 6 actually. I have actually got the games that are going to be taking place, but we will show you guys the tables as they are sitting at the moment as well. For in Pool A, New Zealand sitting top with 3 points. Argentina with that big win over Australia. That does put them on the 3 points as well. And at this stage, due to points differential, Australia would still be going through to the next stage. But of course, they have got South Korea in their next game, the team that New Zealand played in that first round. So there is a chance that they will be able to possibly get some more points on the board. Then looking at Pool B for this one, Great Britain top of Pool B on the 3 points with 24 points differential. And they are going to be playing the first match of this session, and it is going to be up against Japan, the home country, who were almost able to get a winner over Fiji. It was only a 5-point difference in that one, but the defending gold medalist Fiji, they will have something to say about it in the next game up against Canada. I expect a lot of points to be scored in that matchup. Then Pool C, we will look at South Africa leading at the moment, USA in second, Kenya close game with the USA, and then Ireland sitting in fourth. So those are all of the tables as we are sitting. Anyone who is green means at this stage, if it was to continue sitting the way it is, they will be going through to the next stage. The blue, also the side, sorry, you can't quite see that, can you? But you will have to take my word for it. At this stage, we have got hello, George and Hamish in the chat from Kiwi Lads Rules. Also, Fiji will win. New Zealand team is too old as well, says Chris Seo. And also we have got hi from Chicago, says Hunter. Welcome into the live stream, mate. And for Banaka for the stream. Bulla from Suva, Fiji, says Smithy Toilet as well. And I was at the Fiji versus Japan in class. Or I was the Fiji versus Japan in class when I was meant to be reading, but I read 6 chapters and the teacher said, if you don't read 5 chapters, it will be homework. So you nailed that one. That is for sure. And also Bulla from Hunter and hi, George, my friend, says Brandon.
Hi, Brandon. You, Brandon.
You remember him? You guys are best friends. Go Fiji as well from Laia. But yeah, I will mention if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Doesn't mean a lot to us. The first game of the day is going to be Great Britain versus Japan. Then I think about the third game is going to be New Zealand Sevens taking on Argentina.
Yes.
And Argentina, you would say that win over Australia was probably the biggest upset of round one, if I'm not wrong. But we will also look at the other results of round one that we have seen, starting with Pool A, and that is, that's Pool B. So we will have to start with Pool A here. And it is New Zealand. They were able to get the win over South Korea, 50 points to the 5 of South Korea. And it was actually 7-5 early on in that match as well. Yeah. So they did it very nicely there. And then also Australia did end up with that loss to Argentina. So those are the 2 results of Pool A. Looking at Pool B, Fiji close game with Japan, 24 points to the 19. Great Britain, 24-0 over Canada as well. And then for Pool C, good win for South Africa over Ireland, 33 points to the 14. And then USA able to have a close game with Kenya, but in the end able to sneak it by the 5 points. But yeah, at this stage, we are probably sitting around 5 or so minutes away from the first game kicking off. And like I mentioned, that is going to be Great Britain and Canada. George, I'm not going to be mad as well, says Brandon. And also I got in trouble, but the TV was in front of me as well, says Morcade. Because of course, some people probably still doing homeschooling, if I'm not wrong, in Australia. And did you hear about the fact that the Rugby Championship, it is going to be Argentina versus New Zealand, are actually going to be taking place in Australia now?
Yeah, I expected that.
It's just going to be interesting to see whether or not the Bledisloe Cup will still be taking place in either New Zealand or Australia. We will have to wait and see. Let's go Fiji as well from Smithy Toilet and Shop Boys. How do you guys, or how do you think you guys will go? And when we get to the business end of the tournament, I mean, they look strong in that game against South Korea, and I feel like that's a perfect kind of warm-up game to get those nerves out of the way. Yeah. But it's going to be those big games that are coming up. We saw Argentina beat Australia, and now it's that situation of Australia and New Zealand are going to be playing off tomorrow, and that is going to be tomorrow early afternoon. So hopefully we can get that win. Is it Fiji versus Australia? Says Jet Lee's not for this round. It is going to be Fiji taking on, I believe they have got Canada at this stage. And also we have got in there, guess who I am as well, says Crusader Suck. I believe you are still Kiwi Lads Rurals, or it was your name just a moment ago. And also we have got David Davids in the chat, has said konnichiwa, chaps, as well. Welcome in. At this stage, we are just getting a whole heap of cinematic shots of the stadium at the moment. But overall, I think New Zealand, Fiji, and also, I mean, South Africa are always up there when it comes to medal contention. Great Britain, silver medal in the last one. I believe this is the starting lineup here for Great Britain. Max McFarlane, Ben Harris, Alex Davis, Dan Norton. It is Ross McCain, Tom Mitchell, Dan Bibby, Alec Combs, I believe that is, Ollie Lindsay Haig. Oh, they've put it away, but luckily I have still got it here. Robbie Ferguson, Ethan Waddleton, Henry Glover, and Tom Bowen is the starting lineup for Great Britain after their 24-0 win over Canada at the start. There is a man running out the drinks at the moment. It looks like a hot day there, so maybe they will need a few of those refreshments. We have this guy, I landed on my collarbone, scoring a 60-metre try. Playing touch, did stay down after I scored. At least I scored 2 tries and won the game. That is a good point. I mean, tell you what, landing on your collarbone is something that is very uncomfortable. You know this, because you actually had to have a sling for a while, didn't you?
Yes.
That is actually in one of the old Kiwi Lads videos that are on private.
Yes.
Isn't it? We've got a few hidden ones there. Go the flying Fijians as well, says Jet Lee's, and great day today. I'm going back to school today. The Kiwi Lads, says Brandon, as well. So hopefully you do have a good day at school. And also we have got my cousin Semi Rodriguez playing for Fiji. As I was just Smithy Toilet, tell you what, he's going to be an exciting one to watch. I don't think he got any minutes in the first game. Maybe. I mean, up against Canada, he could be unleashed in this game.
I don't know how it's like wide open spaces. Sammy Radradra is lethal in 15s.
That's true. And that's with less gaps as well. Fiji, at this stage, they did look a little bit rusty in their first game up against Japan. I think that game was a lot closer than people did expect, but they are also one of those sides. They won the gold medal last time. Their first ever gold medal at the Olympics, Fiji, was in sevens. They are a strong side. They are dangerous. They are just unpredictable as well, which does make it that much more difficult to mark them as well. Thanks, bro, for the live commentator on all rugby games. Keep up the good work as well, says Liddy. Thank you very much, mate. Usually appreciate it, where he has said lads as well. Welcome in, and he played the second half, says Chris. Did he end up? I don't think he ended up getting any tries, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, how did he go? I didn't actually get to see all of that game, unfortunately. I did get to see the New Zealand-South Korea one, though, and that went very well indeed. I have a semi as well, says Smoking for the Polar Bear. I have a day or half day tomorrow at school, finishes at 12 p.m. So that will be roughly when about the third game has taken place for the Olympic Sevens. Really? I believe, if I'm not wrong, because I think the schedule tomorrow starts at around that same 12:30 or 1 o'clock. I think it is, if I'm not wrong. So we will have to wait and see whether or not we will be able to get through all of those games.
How long does the Sevens go for?
As in each match, or as in
day?
Each day they do 3-hour increments. That's a cool little truck there, running the match full out. That is for sure. But yeah, each day they have 6 games kind of in the morning / it is afternoon there, and 6 games at night.
How many days?
It is currently, this is the first day. They have tomorrow, and then on the next day after that, it is when the medals are going, and then it is the women's for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Right. So we've still got plenty more games of rugby to come, including all of the qualifying for the quarterfinal, semi-final, all that good stuff. We have got lads, Fiji for the dub, surely. Yeah, up against Canada, I feel like that one is a pretty safe one for them. And it's just one of those ones, how many points can they pour on? Of course, we have seen that the format is the top 2 sides go through, and then it is the 2 next sides in any pool that have got the best points or points differential. So a lot of points are important. Fiji are going through nonetheless, I'm pretty sure. And they are showing the match officials. He looks very happy at the front there. They all have to smile for the camera, that is for sure. Hopefully we do. You've got to hold the smile for a long time, but it is going to be now Great Britain being let out now. And they are going to be hoping to get another victory. Like I mentioned, close game that they did have in the first round. We'll show that up very soon as well. I believe it is in this one. Yes, it is. Great Britain. Actually, not a close game. I was thinking of Fiji. 24-19 for Fiji over Japan. 24-0 for Great Britain over Canada in this first round. Going to be interesting to see how it goes here for Japan and also for the UK / the Great Britain side. We have also got there, his name starts with a A and ends with the Kiwi Lads. Make sure you like and subscribe. It's for free dudes as well. Says Crusader Suck. Yeah, you heard the bad. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe.
Doesn't he play for the Wallabies?
I think he's actually played for 3 different clubs or 3 different nations. if I'm not wrong, or it's something like that. I think he's been through quite a few teams. But Tom Mitchell is going to be leading the Great Britain side here. When's NZ playing? They are going to be playing at, I believe it is 8:30 New Zealand time. I think it's not the next game, but the game after is when the Kiwis are going to be running out onto the field to take on Argentina.
Yes.
The side that beat Australia as well. We haven't got there. Have you gone on Google and played the Olympic game? I haven't actually, but maybe I will have a look at it a little bit later on. Vanakas, Sushi's brother, good game in Tokyo as well. Says Billy Dolan. Hi, the Kiwi lads. How are you today? I'm doing well. I am excited for this one because they are taking a knee at this stage. Have you not read up on anything like that?
Why aren't the Japanese doing it? Oh, no, controversy.
No. We avoid all controversy. We've got the countdown, though. So we are getting very close to the first game of the session. We will put the previous results across the bottom of the screen. Japan versus Great Britain. It is going to be Great Britain kicking off. Nailed it. And it was Tom Mitchell, the captain, all loose ball there, taken very nicely by Great Britain, who have been able to retain the ball just on their 22 now. And Japan trying to get back in that breakdown.
That guy passed that ball. It's that good.
Now it's going to be the captain, Mitchell, now.
Run it
Firing it out, gives it to the man in the number 3 jersey, Davis on the outside. This is looking sharp from Great Britain straight away in this game up against Japan. And that is one thing we've learned in sevens. If you start well, you can keep on building that momentum. Wide ball there. Under the hands of Glover, who does the step on the inside, going through the gap offload, and that's going to be a beautiful try. And that is a try there for Dan Bibby, to get us underway. And that is a quick start to this match. That is for sure. We're going to have to update our scoreboard many times throughout this one, but great start to the match for Great Britain. You want to explain that try?
That guy, he got the ball and then he ran, but he dummied, and then it was just a cheeky little offload out the back.
And Bibby,
number 7, Dan Bibby. He puts it down.
We have got you're very knowledgeable on the stats. Well done as well, says Narimo. I try my best. To be honest, I haven't all that's been missed, so I'm going to have to actually change the scoreboard. But I don't actually know that much about sevens, but I'm hoping to learn throughout this one and continue to do a few more sevens live streams and videos in the future.
I will be honest, we had no idea what we're doing.
We have always got there. How are you doing today, George? Says Crusader.
Yeah, I'm good. Yes.
Well,
right.
Done very nicely there by Glover to retain the ball for Great Britain once again. And we know from sevens that it is going to be an incredibly fast-paced game. Of course, each half, only the 7 minutes. Good step there from, I believe that it was Ethan Waddington, who was driving forward. I think I heard the whistle there. It's going to be a penalty to Great Britain. Taking the quick tap now. That is something to expect as well. Now it's going to be. And that's a Dan Norton on the outside. Once again, using the back line very nicely here. Great Britain stepping on the inside. Harris. And he has been dragged down 10 metres out from Japan's line now. Passing it across field once again. Wide ball. Goes into the hands of the captain, Mitchell, with the sell of the dummy going out the back line now. It's going to be Glover who steps as well. Tell you what, they're stepping all over the place on the outside. And it's another try, and it's the captain this time who has been able to score it. Right, we better add to the scoreboard once again. I feel like I'm going to be spending most of the time on the keyboard here, making sure that I keep the scoreboard up to date, because it is going to be a very fast-paced competition for the day, isn't it? Yeah, it's very different to Union. You get a lot more stoppages in Union. And this one is just pretty much go full speed all the time as well. And we haven't got there. Our work-off from Crazy NZ. Welcome into the live stream, man. Woohoo, says Crusader sucks. Rugby 7's more like Rugby 5s, says Crusader sucks as well. He's drop-kicked that one. He's missed that one. So now the score is going to continue to be 10-0 for Great Britain over Japan. We have also got Kiwi lads. Can you read my 3 message as well? You put about how are you today? And also we have got George, me, you good friend. And also we have got there, George, are we good friends? From Brandon.
Jameis, you're very knowledgeable. Is that George and Hamish? Or is that
maybe it's the shipping name? Perhaps, but this one has gone high for Great Britain. I assume you're friends with our subscribers, aren't you? That's going to be taken by Japan. First time they have been able to have a run here in this match now. Going back across field just outside of their 22 here. Japan, what can they do? They're going to need to find a gap soon. It's going to be a big run from the number 5, which in this one, I believe, is Kameli Sojima. I believe is a pronunciation, but now backline moving once again for Japan, giving it to the big forward. He's going to be driving hard at the line. I would say Siru was the man with the ball in hand. It's a penalty there to Japan for, I believe it was player leaving the feet. They're going to take the quick tap once again, as we know that they are just going to keep on pouring on the pressure here. Japan trying to find that gap like they were able to in the games up against Fiji. Good run here from their number 6. He has been tackled there by Glover. Now going back across field. Oh, it's been
It's
dropped there by
knocked it
Japan. It's a knock-on advantage. And is it going to be possibly looking at a scrum? Yes, it is. Well, it's got actually more like rugby 10s as well. And boo, New Zealand, we finished 39th in the amount of medals in the Olympics. We did win our first bronze medal, though, today in the triathlon, which was pretty awesome that we have got our names on the board. At least it's better than being sitting on 0 at this stage. I'm sure we'll crank up a few more goals in the next little while, maybe in sevens.
Well, George have a shot at commentary. Oh, I don't know.
He likes a bit of commentary, don't you? You normally go on. Do you want to have a go?
I don't know any of the names of the players. I mean, I could say it's a scrum with 4 people. Six people. 6 people. They put it in. He passes it out now, and it's a penalty.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Easy.
Don't know whose ball. It's
Great Britain's ball, yeah. And we have also got actually more like rugby 10s as well from Crusader Sucks, but now they're going for another scrum here. And the captain, Mitchell, has decided 3 from 65 out worth a crack. And we have also got NZ better win 7s. That'll be the only thing we'll be able to win. Says Smithy, 14 minutes to full time as well, says Brandon.
We're good at rowing, aren't we?
Yeah, we've got decent rowers. Also, maybe Lisa Carrington, she's lining up maybe a medal.
Isaac will agree with me. The only reason why him and his dad watched it the other time.
He's throwing Isaac under the bus. But now it is going to be out the back line here. Bit of a step there from Great Britain out to the wing, and now the man in the number 4 jersey just trying to run straight over the top has decided to pick and go again. At this stage, Japan almost able to turn it over in the breakdown. Not quite though. Now it's going to be the captain Mitchell with a bit of a step. Little knock on there from Great Britain just outside of their own 22. Now Japan are going to be with the counter attack. Trying to decide where to go, and that's the thing. Decision making in 7s is extremely important. That's a good run from the Japanese number 1 once again. Just passing the ball around like it's a hot potato at this stage here.
You see, because from here we can see the big gaps. So it's just
what a turnover that was! But unfortunately, ended up dropping the ball there. The number 11. Now they're going to be almost looking like they were going to kick that one, Japan. But I don't think that is going to be the case. It's going to be once again another step here. And at this stage, it's just non-stop action for the last 40 seconds of this first half. He's literally standing still here. The Japanese player trying to find that gap, but he has been dragged down by the captain Mitchell once again, trying to get on that ball. And I think he won the penalty as well, if I'm not wrong, for not releasing. We have also got, I'll give you $10 if you guess who is the 10 for PSG in soccer as well. Is it Kylian Mbappe? Maybe. Not too sure. Is he number 10? He might be. I might have just made us $10, mate. But now it is going to be Norton at the back line once again. Glover with the ball in one hand. And he's going straight through the gap to score the try right at the end of the first half of the game. No, he's just stalling because there's still 4 seconds left, you see. So he wants to make sure that it is going to be going to the end.
British people, man.
He's very heavy. Should be able to get that drop kick from there straight out in front. You would think, but we have also got there. Come on, George, give it a crack as well. And where do you live in New Zealand? We are in the South Island, kind of halfway up, I guess you could say. And we have got, how's it going, lads, from Ed Vogel. We are doing well. We're excited for this one. Yes. I feel like the big game that you're looking forward to is probably that New Zealand versus Argentina one.
Yeah.
And also we have got wrong Neymar. Damn, we were close. What number's Mbappe? Feel like he's relatively close to that. And I want George to read my next message as well, says Brandon. And now George as well says Narimu. And also we have got, I'll only be watching the swimming at the Olympics, says Smithy Toilet. I haven't actually been able to watch as much of the Olympics as I probably would have liked to. I've been sleeping during the day a lot.
Yeah, we don't watch it at our house.
Don't you?
Thomas says it's stupid.
How come?
He just doesn't like it. He thinks it's stupid. Although I did see one clip on TikTok today. Skateboarder was skateboarding for the TikTok for the Olympics, and he fell over and the bar went right up his groin.
Oh, it's a painful one. I feel like at this stage as well, like it's one of those ones, if you don't watch an event from the start, it's quite hard to follow it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So it is good that we are watching this one because we are hoping to do a live stream for each of the ones leading up to the final as well. And we have got Japan for the win, surely, says Isaac, as well. From 17-0 down, who knows? Maybe it's possible.
3 tries, I think, is possible.
That's the thing. Drop kicks, they can add up. They've missed out on 4 points here, Great Britain, Great Britain. But I think they are still in a very good chance of winning this one. Kyle, I said, what's good, brother? Welcome into the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for everyone tuning in. This is something a little bit different to what we normally do on the channel in terms of the fact we're normally rugby union, but we're doing some rugby 7s. Thought this would be pretty fun. Also something coming up soon we're going to be doing a bit of gaming once again. We're going to be playing the Olympics game, London 2012.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of those games that is still called one of the best Olympic games out there. So that's going to be the one. One of the only ones. Yeah, they brought out Tokyo 2020, but it's very kind of arcade-ish. And there's like fire comes out of their feet and stuff. Yeah. Maybe we need to get that one as well. If you guys do want to see that, do let us know. We have got who is the best game and do you play soccer? He has asked you, George, there. No, you don't.
No.
You ever played? Not really.
No.
You've only like kicked the ball at me a couple times.
Five-a-side soccer at high school for events day or something.
Yeah. Also, do you remember playing, I can't remember, Kiarahi? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That was actually a sick game, wasn't it?
That was actually all right, yeah.
It's very fun. We will explain what that is in a very short moment, but at this stage, we are just past half-time. Heading into the second half, Japan 17 points down, and they need to make sure that they are the next team to score here, or else it is going to be big trouble for them.
Just run it straight,
Now it is going to once again be Great Britain with the ball in hand just outside of the 22. He loves holding the ball in one hand there, Glover, and he's going to be tackled very nice and low there from the Japanese defense. That's dangerous, but somehow it's found the hands of the player. Tell you what, when you're throwing a massive cutout pass
through the back line,
threading the needle, I guess you could say as well. It's going to be a penalty to Great Britain. Takes a quick tap, as you expect. That's the thing. Sevens is incredibly good for the fitness.
They just seem to be very smart at where to put the ball.
Glover once again holding it in one hand offloads, and that's going to be the try.
They just draw you across, and then it's just boom.
Ben Harris scoring that one as well there. Ladies and gentlemen, this looks like it's going to be an interesting game for sure. How many points can Great Britain put here on Japan? And that's the thing. We saw Japan play up against Fiji, and it was a close game. So what is this going to mean in terms of when we get to see Great Britain play Fiji tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
That's or tomorrow afternoon, I guess it is as well. They are 3 hours behind. We'll go with behind. How can I watch the game? Depending on what country you are in, Harry, do let us know. But there is the option in New Zealand. It's on Sky. And also, I believe the game will be on TV1, hopefully, for New Zealand versus Argentina. In Australia, it is on 9 now, I believe, is one of the options. And then also it is going to be, who is the other providers? I think Sky in the UK are covering it, but there are a few places that unfortunately don't have the coverage of this game, which is why we will try our best to keep you guys informed. But Japan there, taking that ball now, and they are going to have another opportunity on attack. Hopefully they can get themselves over the try line once in this one, or else the points differential for Great Britain will be absolutely huge. They've won now. It is going to be the step. There's some random music playing at the ground. Is it trying to fire up the Great Britain side by playing their national anthem? It has worked because they're going through and they're scoring a try here. The Great British national anthem has just led them all the way to the
try. To get your crowd going, but there's no crowd. That is racist.
It's not racist. It's just bad timing.
They just played the national anthem at full steam and they dropped the ball, and now they just scored another try.
That's true. It's the number 11 this time.
Bad I want to get it from the Great Britain team.
I mean, they didn't really need the assistance, though. They're already winning this one 27-0 at this stage. Going to be a hard drop kick.
Just imagine the people on the audio team are like, oh no.
What have we done?
What have we done?
Didn't get that one not quite there. We have also got in there as well. We have got in the chat, wait, what game you playing as well? Says Kyle. It is called London 2012. I was just making sure that I knew exactly what it was. And yeah, it is London 2012 is the name of the game. We're thinking about Tokyo 2020 as a game that we play as well. But we are just waiting for the kickoff. 4 minutes left in the second half. Yes, there is. That's that kind of custom or kind of the cartoonish or arcade-ish one. I guess you could say kicked off by Great Britain, going short once again, gone over the top and gone into touch now. So it will be the first line out we have seen of this session. We have also got, I'm missing a few of the chats, so we will go back a little bit further, and we have also got, why does Britain get the word great in front of it as well? Says, I don't know. There will be reasoning behind it, but I feel like I don't actually know it. We have got the fake crowd cheers are pretty cringe as well, says Isaac. Yeah, it's a little bit interesting. All going to the front there. Very nicely done.
At random times is also pretty cringe.
But now it's going to be Japan with the ball in hand once again. Now 40 metres out from their own line. Good run from their number 11. Driving forward in this one, I believe.
They just lost it.
They have just lost that ball, unfortunately. No, they've got the penalty. So it is going to be a quick tap. We have also got there, you guys should contact to Radio Sport. You kill it as well, says Noreen. Maybe in the future we will try and get ourselves a broadcasting gig of some sort. But at this stage, we just try and provide you guys a little bit of the commentary. Of course, we don't know all these players very well, but we still love watching the game with you guys in the chat and also keeping you informed of what is happening while we're having a good time. But now it is going to be Japan 40 metres out from the Great British line, and it's going to be a little knock on, I believe. So now it is going to be Great Britain who have once again got this ball. We have also got in the chat thoughts on Rennie calling up Quay Cooper for the Wallaby squad. I did see that it got announced, but I haven't seen it yet.
Eventually.
Maybe it's something to do with trying to get him citizenship. Perhaps could be on the cards there. And we have also got there New Zealand should be great New Zealand. We're the greatest nation of the earth. And this is Marco for the Polar Bear. And also we have got, hey boys, don't forget the men's 100 meter final. Please stream. It's a premier event. As well as David, maybe we will do a few more of the Olympics events in the future if you like. You enjoy the Olympics kind of a little bit?
I don't really know much about it.
Neither, to be honest. I feel like
they do everything now though.
Skateboarding. I believe it was a 13-year-old who won the gold medal for skateboarding, which is pretty insane. The fact that when I was 13, I was sitting on the skateboard because I couldn't stand up without just absolutely bailing, I should say. We have also got in the chat, I'll donate money if you say who won the World Cup in 2019. I believe it was France, if I'm not wrong. And we have also got there, hey guys, I have a good question to you. What games are you play in 2019, not with George? What games are you play in 2019, not with George? Says Brandon. Is that as in what games we were playing on the channel back then? Because we will answer that question in just 2 minutes' time when this game is going to be over. Great Britain once again off the scrum now. Going out to their winger, stepping on the inside. Beautiful run there. And they are moving up to the 22, going short side to sides against them, though they're the half-back. And now they've got to try and find their way back through this defence of Japan. They've done it many times in this match so far. Can they get through again here? The Great British side running sideways there, a little bit of a crossways running moment. And now it's going to be in the hands of Davis out on the wing, and he has got through. And he has scored the try there for Great Britain. Once again, we will update our scoreboard once again. This one might be a kickable drop kick as well, depending on how it goes. But we will update this, and we will go 32 for Great Britain. Is it going to be the biggest win of the event so far? I don't think they'll quite get there because of 55-5 for New Zealand. And we have also got in there as well, what's the Great British national anthem? Is it their English national anthem? Oh, that's a good question. Maybe they have their own separate one in that regard, but that was just out the back line, and it was very nicely done. We have got Maxie in there as well. Welcome into the chat, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. How do we block this fella? Hey, boys, as well. We are doing well at this stage, aren't we, George? Loving it. Getting a little bit of music going, getting the rowing momentum going for the events. Did they actually get that one? They did for that drop kick. So now the score is going to be 32. You think? At this stage? Decent chance for them. 40 seconds left at this stage, but it is good to see you, Maxie. Once again, and hi from Nathan as well. And also we've got, I've never seen your face as well, says G Fly. I wonder if that's to me or to George, perhaps, because this is George. Anyone who doesn't know him, he is one of the Kiwi lads that is taken there. Didn't go 10 meters though, so now Japan are going to have another chance. We have got Let's Go Fiji, says Jabez. And also we have got in the chat an angry man, indeed, in the Crusaders. Well, that is actually Kiwi Lads Rules, but I'm not sure what the original name was. Was it Milo? Do let me know. This is the first time I've seen you stream as well. Says G Fly. So welcome in, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in at this stage. Now 6 seconds left in this game. And at this stage, it seems like Japan, are they going to be able to get some points on the board? It's a nice run there. Looking for the offload, just rolling it backwards. Great counter right there from the number 5 for Great Britain. Now they're going in. The number 12 getting close, trying to drive 40. He's going to be a metre short. And now they have got a very good chance for Japan. I think that ended up being a penalty against them, though. Yes, it is. And Great Britain now. It's loud. Do we?
If you were a Japanese supporter, you'd be angry.
It hasn't gone their way. Definitely with how well they played up against Fiji as well in that first game. We have also got kicked into touch there. That's going to be full time. And it means that Great Britain have been able to take this one 34 points to the 7 of Japan. We have also got there in the chat as well. We've got a few flags from Ferdinand. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And we have also got in there 1 Cullen, NZ, 2 Jonah, 3 Rupini, 4 Eric Rush, 5 Sarevi, and also best top 5 ever, says Cool Lads. And also we have got Let's Go Oz, 6 medals, Olympics in total so far as well, says Ed. I didn't actually realize they had that many. I know that Japan and also I think it's China are leading when it comes to the gold medals.
Yeah.
But at this stage, New Zealand just picking up their first one as well, which is awesome. We have got, thanks for the commentary, guys. Yurok, see you at 8:30 as well, says Naremu. And we have got in there back-to-back titles for Fiji, says Jabez. It would be pretty awesome for them to be able to do so. But Great Britain now, they're trying to lurk in there. They came second in last year's one.
They're cheeky. They get a bit
cheeky, aren't they? But at this stage now, Great Britain, we're going to add them to the list of recent matches. We will have about maybe 10 minutes until the next one kicks off, so we have got plenty of time, and we will go back to answering that question. I think it was a question anyway about what we were playing on the channel before doing the rugby stuff in 2019. We were a bit of everything played a few different games, and then from there kind of built into a bit more rugby, a lot more rugby, I should say. We've been rugby ever since, but we are looking at other options in the future as well, which is why we are branching out to this rugby sevens. Perhaps a few other Olympic sports we might look at throwing in there as well. But this was the score in this match between the two sides. We have also got there. What time is it? What time is the NZ Sevens? I believe it is going to be at 8:30. That game is going to be taking place. But we will talk about some of the stats of this match. We saw it was very dominant from Great Britain in this one. What is your main take that you've learnt from this match?
Japan sucks.
No. That's not what we... You know, what's a positive?
Great Britain is kind of great.
Okay.
They scored 34 unanswered points.
Mm-hmm.
And Japan don't know what rucks are.
Unfortunately, didn't quite get the way in this one as well. Great Britain in a great form tomorrow will be a tough match for the Fijians as well. Says Lydia. Yeah, that one's a big one. We've got Fiji versus Great Britain, New Zealand versus Australia, both happening tomorrow in the first session as well. We have also got there Stream Badminton, and we can all support the Blackhawks as well. Says Marco Fonapolo Bear. We actually played a bit of badminton in the past, didn't we?
Yeah.
It used to be at the stadium. It was freezing cold there.
Yeah.
Old stadium, but we used to hit it around a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, doubles. Me, George, Isaac, and Daniel was there a few times, wasn't he, as well?
Yeah.
Which was good fun. It's almost like the channel.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Isaac was there all the time for that one, though, as well, though.
Yeah.
Daniel, we need to get Daniel on the channel more. Leave a like if you do want to see Daniel on the Kiwi Lads channel a little bit more than he has been, because at this stage, I believe he has only been on it twice in all of the videos that we have got. We got Let's Go Sebi Rudra. He's going to be an exciting one to watch. That is for sure. And yeah, hopefully we do get to see him in action, and he is playing very well while doing it as well. We have got, what does Fiji have next? Well, who does Fiji have next? They will have Canada, and that is going to be the next game of the match. But for anyone who is wondering how the score became 34-0, it was Dan Bibby scoring the first try, Tom Mitchell, Harry Glover, Ben Harris, Ethan Waddleton, and then Alex Davis scoring the last one. So a lot of tries for them. Conversions, they just got the 2. But we have learned in sevens that, you know, you can just push yourself forward big time with the amount of tries. You don't have much time to try and worry. I know that some Fijian ones, for some of their ones. Huh?
7 people.
7.
One more than 6.
One more than 6. Unless you are the Fijian side against Japan. They got a yellow card, I believe.
So what? What's that?
It's going to be interesting. And we have also got there, what's the rugby today then? As well, says Finn. And we have got these games for the rugby sevens at the Olympics. Other than that, though, I don't think there's any rugby union on until the weekend. I am just going to pull up all of the matches that are going to be taking place today, so you guys know exactly what to expect. I know that the last game is going to be South Africa versus Kenya. And I feel like that is a big match that people really enjoy seeing because of the physicality of those two sides. So pretty much we have got next Fiji versus Canada. Then the game after that is going to be New Zealand Sevens taking on Argentina. And Argentina are the side that were able to get the upset win over the Wallabies, or the Australian Sevens. Then they are playing next Australia Sevens versus South Korea. And then we have got USA versus Ireland, South Africa versus Kenya to finish off the night. And we have got some of England's players playing as well as Finland.
I'd imagine some of them are playing.
I think they've got a few of them. Not too many rugby union players, though. I know that Australia, they've got the likes of Samu Karevi. Also, another name that I saw was a name that I've forgotten. It wasn't Andrew Callaway. It was the other fella from the Rebels. Do you know him?
No.
Okay. But it's one of the Rebels players, and I believe he is actually in the seven side as well. The likes of the All Blacks or the New Zealand seven sides, they've got Caleb Clark there. He is only injury cover at this stage, though. And also, we have also got the Athena Nana Satoro. Stepper machine, played for the Chiefs. Scores tries for fun normally as well. And we have, I'll tell you what, the chat is going extremely quick at the moment. That is for sure. You're just boogieing to the music that we've got going at the moment.
It's funny how they have music going in the stadium, but there's no one there.
Yeah, you just got to build the atmosphere, you know. We've got a slow cinematic. It is currently sitting at 4:54 in the afternoon there in Japan. For anyone who is wondering, Fiji to get cold again. For rugby sevens as well, or get gold again. I believe that is from Marco Vonapolobia, Caleb Clark, sightseeing in his hotel room as well. But they are just showing the session schedule at this stage. Next 3 games, Fiji, Canada, New Zealand, Argentina, and then it will be Australia and the Republic of Korea is going to be the next matchup after that one. So we're only about an hour, or actually we're only around half an hour and a bit away from the New Zealand game that is going to be taking place. Caleb Clark watching George Bridge, and Enor wondering WTF as well. I guess it's one of those ones. He did want a gold medal though. Caleb Clark, he wanted a medal. He went to the Olympics So he will be hoping that maybe he gets a little bit of game time in this one. Although, to be fair, if he gets game time, it means that someone else is injured, which is not ideal for New Zealand. There we have got. So 34 minutes earlier, it would have been 4:20 as well. Yes, indeed. Marco Vunipola there at the Ground Tokyo Olympics game is great. I think you can make a video on it. As well, says Brandon, and any tips on links, says Maxi. Of course, you are in Spain, aren't you? If I'm not wrong, currently 29 degrees. Yeah, that will be all right. We're currently sitting at 6. But links in Spain. Do you have a VPN, Maxi? Do let me know. Because if you've got a VPN, you may be able to get away with using 9 Now in Australia, which I believe is probably your best option with a VPN if that works. But do let me know if you do have one or not. Rayasi should have committed to sevens. Reckon he'd had a chance. Yeah, he's a very talented player. It's one of those ones. All of those guys on the left wing who didn't get selected for the All Blacks, the likes of even, I don't think Nariki's played sevens, but Rayasi, they've all got that skill set of being explosive with their pace and also able to offload the ball.
Yes.
And I feel like that's one of those ones that, yes, Great Britain. So at this stage, they are sitting top of the table with 6 points as well. What is that? As well, says Maxi for a VPN. Okay, so I think maybe there is the Olympics website, and it might be a good one to hear. While we are waiting for the second half to get back underway, or sorry, for the second game to get underway, while we are just showing that it was 34-0 as well. It's up from Reed. I will quickly look up how to watch the Olympics in Spain. You want to have a wee chat to the viewers?
Jam out.
Oh, they're playing Old Horse. No, not Old Horse Road. Old Town Road. You remember when that song first came out? We were jamming it in the car, driving around. A little bit of a remix, but we have got in there VPN a short for vaping pen. No, it's not.
We sent me with dry. There he is.
There he is. He's number 10 for this one. And we have also got how to watch the Olympics. Unfortunately, it seems to be like you're in New Zealand for me. But how to watch?
We are in New Zealand.
How do we watch? I want to see how to watch it in Spain, but it doesn't seem to want to let me know. But I would recommend if you Google in Spain, since you are in Spain, if you Google how to watch the Olympics for free in Spain, hopefully there will be something there for you. Because I think in most countries we have got the free options. Like New Zealand has TVNZ. They've got a few of the games on number 1 or TV1. We've also got the Sky here for the paid subscription. 9 Now in Australia has a little bit. Can you predict Fiji's points against Canada?
Don't know any of those people.
Right.
That's a shame, really, isn't it?
Prediction. Boom, boom, boom.
Fiji's going to massacre them.
How many points by?
Semi is going to score 25 tries.
Okay, right. I'm actually going to throw a little bit of a spanner in the works here because I'm going to say Canada are going to score one try. Yeah. Because of the fact I feel like Fiji, they gave away an early try up against Japan. In fact, they gave away a few tries.
Fiji's one of the best in the world, though, aren't they?
They are, but they have that tendency of sometimes getting a little bit too excited and just American football lobbing it halfway across the field. So I'm going to say the score is going to be 38 to Fiji.
It's weird watching rugby and seeing another team like being the best in the world. This is what it must be like being like an Australian watching the All Blacks.
I mean,
you know, like any other team on the world being watching the All Blacks.
But Springboks number 1.
Yeah, I know, but are they really? I mean, they're well against the Lions. So against the best of 3 countries.
My prediction is 38 points to 5 for this game.
10-0.
In terms of the tries?
Yeah.
So you're saying
I'm joking, like 40-0.
40-0? Okay, 40-0, 38 to 5 are our predictions. And we have also got the semi to destroy the Canadian Canucks as well. Says Marco Vunipola. And also we have got the NZ volleyball team to put off the horny viewers as well. Says Lex Axel. We have got, are you playing any games today? Says Kyle. We were hoping who knows, maybe we'll get a little bit of a filming session a little bit later on, depending on how it goes. There's the smiling over there. Yeah, he'll probably leave before the end of this one, to be fair. Solid Sports, that's it. Hello as well. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Anyone who is new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is hugely appreciated. You guys all being here for this first ever Sevens live stream on the channel. It's been awesome so far. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I feel like it's more chilled out than our normal ones. And I feel like that is because we don't know some of the players. I believe that is that Jerry Tawai that they were showing just then? Because he is a very good. Do you not know Jerry Tawai? Surely.
I don't know. I never met the guy. I never met him, so personally I don't know.
Personally not. Very good player. Very quick. I got him on one of my career modes on Rugby Challenge, and he was just boom, gone.
Really? I had a guy on one of my teams, the Highlanders player, the Fijian Highlanders player.
Waisaki Naholo?
No, another guy.
Who else have they got from
They
Fiji?
had some other guy. Who was it? I don't know if he was from Fiji.
Jananari.
He played Simmons.
Not sure, but we almost got there.
Real quick.
And the chat, hi from Tyson as well. Welcome in, mate. And at this stage now, Fiji just saying a quick prayer. Before this match gets underway, we see Semi Radradra out there as well. He is one that everyone is looking forward to seeing once again.
Just watch it for him.
That's the only reason he came around.
I'll tell you this now, right? When Semi Radradra was in the NRL, and everyone was like, he's coming to Union, I was like, this is going to be huge. He's going to be seriously good. No one knew who he was. He started scoring tries like nothing else, and I was just sitting there going, I told myself. And then all these rugby pages on Facebook were like, who is this guy? I was like, that's Semi Radradra. And I've been following his career since he entered the NRL.
2 seconds away now. We are going to be getting underway for this match between Fiji and Canada. Fiji having a win over Japan in the first round. Canada losing to Great Britain, and that's going to be taken almost nicely, but that's going to be a penalty there for a bit of obstruction in the air. Not allowed to challenge them illegally is the call, so that is why Canada get the first penalty of this match. They look like they're almost going to kick for touch here as well. I don't know whether you want to take a quick tap and run straight at a Fijian, because normally that ends in a concussion. Even if they hit you in the midsection, somehow you're going to have enough force to damage the head. Mate, they are hard hitters, those boys. But now it's going to be out the back line here for Canada. Little offload on the inside, taken nicely there by the man in the number 11 jersey, which in this one is Harry Jones. Going back across field now. Canada having more possession in this match so far in the first few seconds of the game. In fact, Fiji haven't been able to touch the ball. And now, once again, Jones is going to be wrestled down to the ground on the halfway line. Going back out the back line here, Fiji. Trying their best to defend this one. Have they got enough pace in the back line? That's a question here. Canada, that's a brilliant run there. From their number one, it was Mullins who has tried to offload it. Little knock on there. And Fiji have got the knock-on advantage going back for the scrum.
Record? Did they win like the last Sevens tournament? Or?
They won the last Olympic gold medal. In terms of that. And also they did win the Oceania Sevens. They beat New Zealand in the final, I believe. Yeah. As they call, they're a good side, Fiji. Yeah. And I feel like they are one of the favourites definitely in this competition, I believe, if not the favourite, and then followed by
the Canadians will be the major underdogs.
Absolutely. Like we're talking numbers of, I guess if it was like Fiji are probably paying like $1.02 or something. Yeah. And Canada will pay $21 maybe by the end of this match at least, somewhere around there. But so far, Canada have had more of the attack in this one. We have also got, thanks, man, says Atanasia. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Do let me know if I got it wrong. Green and gold never fold as well, says Marco Fonopolo and Jonah Nariki. Says KG, but now it's going to be a big run for the Fijians out there, and now it's going to be the first try of the match. It's come from nowhere, and it is going to be the try for Sareli Makwala, I believe, or I don't think I pronounced that correctly. How do you pronounce a Q in Fijian? Okay, so in that regard, it would be Makwe. But I believe it is Mak. Oh, it's actually going to be
Napoleon Dynamite.
No.
Napolani Balika.
I can't say the names. It is going to be Napolini Bolaka is the name there.
Napolini
Balatha, because the C in Fijian is actually Tha, I believe. If I'm not wrong, thanks, man. As well, the JNZ means or needs Portia Woodman to beat Semi Radradra. Yeah, that's going to be exciting to see whether or not we get to see New Zealand taking on Fiji in any of these matches further through the group stages and the quarterfinals. Fiji leading 7-0. Good start to the match for them. Definitely after Canada were the side that were on attack for the first few moments. Fiji says that if any, they will be going for the Fijians in this match, that is for sure. And we will have to wait and see how big of a win they can get here. If they get the win, of course, we can't count Canada out, even though we probably should, but now it's going to be on the 22. Nice ball on the inside there, but he's going to be caught. And that's one thing that the Fijians have, and that is a lot of pace, that is for sure. At the back line now, good seller, the dummy there for Canada, looking for the offload, not quite able to find it. Was their number 3, Jones now. Playing halfback, using the back line once again. Here, Canada firing it wide. Great hands there, close to the touchline, foot and touch there. And now it means that it is going to be once again going to be Fiji's ball after the line-out. We have got there Woodman versus Semi Radradra. That'll be interesting. As well, says Smithy Toilet. Almost able to keep his feet in the field of play there, but unfortunately just ended up stepping out just that little bit, which isn't what he would have been wanting one bit there. But now it is going to be once again an opportunity here for Fiji. Now 2-man, 3-man line out, I believe they are going with. They are just trying to decide how many they've got here.
Fiji.
That's who's playing.
That's the name.
Fiji, almost.
Fiji.
But now it's going to be taken nicely.
I
I don't think he's out on the field yet, but he will be soon. Hopefully, we do get to see. But now it's going to be a great step there, and that's one thing. How can you get a Fiji into ground there? He has done very well, though, because of the fact that they are hard men to put down as well. That's going to be a beautiful run up the middle there for the number one. Or Fiji on the halfway line, winning the penalty as well. Going to be the quick tap taken by Fiji. He's got plenty of pace as well. Here, the number 4, bursting through the gap, and that's going to be the second try of the match for Fiji. What gesture did you just make?
Go Fiji.
And now it is going to be 14-0 to Fiji. Very nicely done. And I believe that would have been Jueta Wainakolo, I believe, somewhere around there for the pronunciation. I do apologize for some of my pronunciations here. And we always got there, Manu. I said, what is the point of these videos? Pretty much, we just talk about the game and pretty much just talk along with you guys in the chat as well. But yeah, it's not going to be the best commentary. I will admit that right now. We don't know half of the players, but we absolutely love watching us some rugby. And it is a beautiful day there.
It's pronounced Fiji, isn't it, Manu?
Don't wind them up. But let's go. I ran 80 meters for my first try. So this is more cake, and also we have got in there as well. Do you want some or do you want some Pam's popcorn? So I haven't had popcorn in like 5 years. Do you have popcorn on you? You know, you just keep a few kernels in the pocket every once in a while for emergencies. I feel like the only kernel that you'd have in your pocket is a kernel burger from KFC.
Might go get some after this.
But now it's going to be, are you?
Probably.
Cool.
Mum made this disgusting stuff at home.
But now it's going to be.
I'm not going to get any tea.
And then,
Hamish's house.
It's going through the hands, and it's a little knockoff from Fiji
like,
there.
They don't feed you in there. I'll have some tea when we get home. But I'm like, I'm going to go to KFC. I'm not in that pork, man.
Pork is not on the table.
Moldy, mate.
We also got in the chat from Manu. You're not doing badly at all. Great commentary as well. Thank you very much, mate. We do end up going off topic a few times, but I feel like.
Mum, let's sort this out.
The chicken. You love yourself a Maryfield chicken. Butterfield chicken, is it? Maryland chicken. That is the good stuff. And now it's going to be a scrum feed for Canada. And at this stage now, retaining their own scrum. Very nicely done here. The camera can't find the man with the ball. He has got it down the wing. That's a beautiful inside ball here from Canada. And at this stage now, firing the wide ball once again. Can Canada get on the board here? Early or late on in this first half, perhaps. And at this stage now, just inside of the half, Fiji counteract. That is well done from the Canadian player. It's a loose ball once again. Fiji just jumping all over the Canadians here. And they are going to get forced back all the way to their own line. They're on their own 22. Jones under huge amounts of pressure here, trying to keep the ball. Fiji are just well and truly pouring it on here. And that kind of pressure can break aside. And at this stage, if that ball had found the hands of the Canadian wingers.
Yeah,
I feel like maybe they would have still been caught because Fiji are bloody quick, but maybe he would have had a decent break there. And we have Scott Camping and Tanham Sands just had the main barbecue. As I says AJ and send the Lions over to New Zealand. Says maybe saw that as well. Clark has said, hi, welcome into the live stream, mate. Slowly, Fiji slowly picking up their rhythm. Yeah, I feel like the 2 warm-up games they've got is perfect for them going into their third game up against Great Britain. Because I think if they opened up against Great Britain seemed to be finding their form pretty early in this competition. And it's whether or not, you got peaks and you got kind of lows for each side. We got at this stage, it's just going to be halftime once this ball does go out. But Canada look like they're going to run it out from their own 22. Perhaps they should have considered just taking the factor that they were going to be under huge amounts of pressure and just kick the ball out. But it looks like they're going to keep on going here, Canada. Fair play to them. Almost a drop ball down the wing now. It's going to be their number 8, but in the ears back there, Douglas, I believe it was. And he wasn't quite able to get through the gap. Yes, it was Justin Douglas now using their backline once again here. Canada, fair play to them for keeping on attacking. Now it's going to be the number 9 with a bit of a step. He's going to be caught wide. Ball bounce pass. Canada looking dangerous here with the inside ball. It's nicely done, and that's going to be the try to the Canadians. What a try. Celebrate a little bit, mate.
Okay,
we love it a little bit. Nathan. He is the man who was able to score it, the captain as well. That was a brilliant try from Canada there. And I did say that I thought they'll be able to score one. I actually said that they missed the kick, but this kick should be doable for them in this situation.
You know a lot.
But, interesting. Oh, we have got a donation as well at this stage. It is Get Drunk and Camping. So says AJ, thank you very much for the donation, mate. Hugely appreciate it. And at this stage now, Canada are only 7 points behind going into half-time.
Come on, Canada. Beat the big dogs. Let's go.
You want an upset?
Yeah.
I feel like it sounds like we're going for Canada, but I really like watching Fiji play as well. It's just the fact that Canada, first try of the Olympics for them, they weren't able to score up against Great Britain, so it is great to see that they have been able to get one. There we have got Supro says, Senzo, welcome into the live stream, mate, and also I hope Japan make the finals, says Kyle and Minaz AJ. And at the stage, hey boys, can you stream more Olympic events with women with swimming suits, please? Ask for a friend. As well, says David.
I'm telling you now, the pole jumping is real good.
The pole vaulting.
Yeah, the pole vaulting, the female pole vaulting.
Eliza McCarthy?
Yeah, pretty good.
Is that your...
Pretty good girl, man.
Is that the only Olympics you watch in your house?
God, there's a great sport.
Your dad and your brother just crowd around the TV.
Yeah.
But we have also got in the chat.
Eating that fucking pork.
Huh?
Eating that pork.
Eating just the pork there, nothing before that word. I also got there. Anthony Joshua, brother, mean donation. As I said, sorry, bro, it's only $2. No worries, mate. A donation is a donation, and it is always hugely appreciated. And something I am going to mention, we've got a couple of special emojis coming very soon. And it is going to be, hopefully within the next couple of days. I know you guys have been requesting it. Channel memberships are going to be coming to the Kiwi Lads channel. We've got a couple little, I showed you a couple of those emojis beforehand. Did you like the look of them?
Yeah, they were good.
They were good?
We need one of each of us, though.
That would be cool to have as well. Because YouTube has a system how it's dependent on how many members you have on your channel. You end up in that situation of you can add more and more emojis. So we're going to keep on having personalized emojis to do with the channel as we kind of increase that members base. But we're going to be offering extra, like special live streams, special videos, all sorts. And you get all of those badges as well. We should have seen the gymnast stretching. Looks like that she was riding. Alex Axel. Looking forward to the next game. Let's go. NZ. And also we have got what happened to the NRL State Game 3 uploaded as well. We're actually going to be uploading that on the Kiwi Lads gaming channel. I believe is going to be the call, if I'm not wrong. Are we going with the gaming channel for that one?
Yep.
And yeah, at this stage, hopefully we'll be up within the next couple of days. It's going to bounce off kickoff here, and Canada going to have this ball back. Can they get it back to an even playing field here?
Come on.
No, there is a little knock on. And I believe now it means that Canada are going to have to scrum. We have got what happened. Fiji make the difference, boys. Beat the Canada team. Go Fiji. We cheering for you now as well, says Joseph. And we have got there. Kiwi Lads, you've provided these his bikinis. Well, Kiwi Lads could have provided his bikinis to those beautiful ladies. Great marketing technique. Could have his face at the front as well. And we have got David, it says show the TV. Unfortunately, due to licensing, if we were to show any match footage or audio, the live stream would get taken down off YouTube straight away, unfortunately. So we will try our best to keep you informed, but there are options depending on what country you're in to be able to watch these games. Now it's going to be Canada once again breaking off, and he's got the man on the outside. That wasn't the best pass, but it's going to be their number 8. They're only 10 meters out. Yeah, straight on the ball though for Fiji, and you don't have to be on the ball for very long in sevens to be able to win the penalty. Was it? Oh, it's a yellow card. Oh, the ball has been thrown away by Canada, and now they're down to only 6 men.
What was it?
That's a huge mistake, throwing the ball away. That's not what you want to be doing when you're riding a match.
What happened there? Why is it a yellow?
Because he threw the ball away to slow it down.
Oh, right.
So they said, right, you're off then. On tennis on. As well, says Maxi. Yellow card, I believe, is 2 minutes on the sideline. So now Matt Mullins is going to be off the field, looking like he's already pretty buff, but that's the thing. Stevens, you need insane stamina to be able to do it. Every rugby union player who has played sevens says it's the greatest thing you can do in terms of cardio.
Yeah. Because
of the fact you're just always running. There's always something happening. You're covering defense. You're also running all the way down the field, sometimes 80 meters if you have to. If it does mean you get to try special emojis and channel memberships. MFG meters. Says back over to follow me. I know you are looking forward to them, mate. And I think one of the emojis you're going to absolutely love as well. And tell you what, it's something to do with the shot that we've got at the moment with all of us. Maybe a little hint. But now it is going to be, once again, offside.
A classic.
I'm a classic, aren't I? A cheeky boy. But now it's going down that back line for Fiji once again. Is that semi-retrado? It is indeed.
Yep.
I thought you like watching him, but
he didn't really do much.
He got a few meters for a side. He's scoring a try before the end of the match, I think, but now it's going to be offloaded back. Awkward one. Little knock on there from both sides. I think it is going to be Canada who did the little knock on first, so it is going to be Fiji now. It's sevens. You're not allowed to do that. It's yellow as well, says Chris. So yeah, throwing the ball away, not allowed at all. Canada will need a good start in the second half to stay relevant. As well says MH Joy, yeah, they need to make sure that they don't end up dropping down anymore in terms of the scoreline. I said my prediction was 38-5. Your prediction was 40-0.
Yeah.
Canada are playing a lot better in this match than we probably gave them credit for.
Yeah.
They lost to Great Britain 24-0, but they've been able to score that try which is very nicely done as well. Go Fiji, go. Says Sawala and or Sawalu. No, sorry, Sawala.
Yeah.
And also they have bikinis as well.
Come on,
Says
man.
David. And at this stage now. Clock is ticking indeed. And at this stage, Canada, they may not be minding this too much because they have actually now got the free kick from that scrum. Yeah, but
I have to get it going.
At the end of the day, you just want to make sure that you are kind of hanging in there up until the final minute. So Canada here look like they're going to be kicking. No, they're going for the scrum here. Going to be having 3 of the Fijian players in that scrum. This is going to be interesting, this little moment here in this match. And we almost got Fiji, says Levi as well. Welcome on to... can't speak. Welcome into everybody who's tuning into this live stream. If you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are going to be back with the Fijian, not just Fijian sevens. I'm having a shocker. You want to plug the channel because I've just bottled it.
What
I'm just going to be down here. Just tell everyone to subscribe.
Guys, who likes subscriptions? I love subscriptions. Let's get some subscriptions going for the channel.
Quick tap here for Canada. They're going to be going 22 minutes now by Hawaii Poppins. He is back. And he's getting close to the line. He's held up there. A metre short, and it's going to be a penalty to Fiji. Now they've got the ball back. I'm going to come back up, but it's going to be tough to do so. Almost an intercept ball. This is an awkward position. Nice back line here.
Fiji.
They do, and they can throw little mistakes every once in a while. Beautiful ball from Fiji there with the offload. And it's going to be a penalty to Canada once again. Let's go Fiji. Ball from Suva as well. Says Smithy Toilet, did you hear about Roger Tuivasa-Sheck coming back to NZ this week to play for Auckland in the NPC? That's going to be pretty awesome. I'm going to be covering a lot of the NPC as well on the channel, including that game that Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, tell you what, that's going to be an epic debut, that is for sure. And now at this stage, it is going to be once again in the hands of Canada. 3 minutes left in this one. They aren't out of this matchup. Yeah, here, Canada. Nice little offload there to Jones in the number 11 jersey. He's been busy throughout this one. Counter ruck here from Fiji. And it's going to be a penalty. We have got what's up, boys, as well, says Machu. And how long to go, Kiwi lads? At this stage, we have got 2.5 minutes left in this matchup between these two sides. So it's very close. Fiji are the king of sevens, as well, says Batman. Yeah, that's the thing. If they ended up somehow losing this game, that's a try. That's a try. That's the end of the game. And Fiji has scored it there. Who is it? It is going to be Tuimama, who was able to score the try. And we jinxed that big time for them. There hasn't been a missed kick in this one yet as well. That was perfect timing.
Canada's doing really well again. That's a try.
You got to feel for the man. Roger Tuivasa, Sheikh Zlan Sullivan, and Rayasi, my God, as well, says Lex Axel. That's going to be a hard side. I mean, they lost to Tasman in the final. With a side like that, you're not losing, surely. Like, with the back line that they've got, also the forwards as well. You know?
Put it down.
Put the ball down as well in slow motion just to tease them a little bit. And that one has gone over. You're teasing me. And now 21-7 is the score. Fiji leading over Canada. And I have to say, Canada, fair play to them. They've been in this match for a long time. That's taken almost nicely by Canada. It's going to be a penalty for the player being taken out in the air. Can Canada get a quick try very soon?
Arguing with the ref about a penalty that went his way.
Yeah, a little bit. Possibly asking for the yellow card second time in the match. Is going to go wide now out into the hands of their number 8, which in this one is Justin Douglas. Yeah. Look at the pace of that man. And he's going to be going all the way. Canada are not out of this match yet. They could have done that a little bit earlier. They may have won the game. Right, this is a big moment. This conversion needs to go over.
He scored it right in the corner. Damn, feel sorry for the fella. No.
Oh, it's coming back. He got it.
Damn.
He got it.
How many points for a try?
7 converted. So that is now Canada only 7 points behind. What a game we are seeing. Fiji, unfortunately, it's in that situation of you got to be careful. They've given away 3 tries in that match up against Japan. They've given away 2 against Canada. A game against Great Britain could be huge depending on how it goes. Wow, as well. What a kick as well, says Richard Brown. It was very impressive. Oh no. Canada offside at kickoff. So now it means that it is going to be a quick tap for Fiji. And look at that man go. Believe it was Jerry Tawai possibly driving forward. Well, actually, it wasn't. And now a little kick in behind. Tell you what, we can't play rugby sevens on Rugby Challenge
No,
very well,
it's
can
really,
we?
really hard.
It is. They just dropped the ball, unfortunately. Now it's going to be Canada only a few meters out from their line, or are they? Now it's going to
Why
be
did
the
he do
number
that?
5 once
Why
again.
did-
Oh, straight on the ball
Oh.
though for Fiji, winning the penalty with 1 second left.
That was so stupid. He had players outside of him.
They've taken the quick tap. They're going Fiji for the corner. Oh, get rid of him. And it's going to be now Tui.
That's
It was
disappointing,
Tui Waka who was able to score the try. Tui Waka. And because of it now, it means that Fiji are going to be winning this match by a little bit more. But tell you what, Canada were in the hunt
Yeah.
for a lot of that match. Fiji, they will have a few things to work on before their game tomorrow up against Great Britain. They're a great side. They won the gold medal last year, but they will still agree. Tell you what, you can't tackle him, mate. You can't go high on a Fijian, or else you're going high because you're going at about 1 meter
Yeah.
or so fired backwards. But he has been able to score that try there. We're just waiting to see if he gets the drop kick to keep 100%. That's a good one as well. Everyone was nailing the kicks in that game between Fiji and Canada. But we will quickly put that down. Fiji are able to get the win, and the full-time score over Canada is 28 points to 14. Canada almost able to do something. We have got in there eating a pie from the freezer. Tastes like shit. But at least it tastes better than Australian pies. Tell you what, people say that the pastry on Australian pies just ain't right. Apparently they just can't quite, because of the temperature, it doesn't like to keep its kind of, I know a lot about pastry.
The
you know?
Australian pies are like, hey, no, we ain't doing that.
No.
No.
And we have also got there, I've been up for 20 plus hours playing Fortnite. That's commitment and a half right there. I am terrible at Fortnite.
I hate Fortnite.
You think?
So,
Gaming channel video? There we go. I feel like we're going to be posting a lot more on the gaming channel. Anyone who isn't subscribed, I will put the link in the chat as well. I feel like I should be plugging it a little bit more than I do normally because of the fact that, we're going to be playing a lot of fun games on there. Hopefully, you guys will be enjoying them as well. We will put the Kiwi Lads Gaming link into the chat. The next game's New Zealand, I've just realised.
Yeah.
So this is going to be an interesting one up against the side that we're able to get the win over the Wallabies / Australia Sevens. What are the Wallaroos? No, is that the female?
Yeah, that's all female.
Whoops. I can't think of the name. We've actually got 30 likes as well. I didn't actually realise we were up that high for this one. That is the first time I've actually seen the likes on this one, but the link to the gaming channel, I will be putting it in the chat. First of all, though, you want to summarise that game for everyone who was watching.
Fiji won. Semi Radradra didn't score a try because they didn't put him on the field.
He was on there for the second half.
The Canadians did well, but the Fijians were just messing with them. Just being assholes.
No, Fiji, very good size. Fiji are the kings of sevens as well.
Ultimately, the Canadians would score a try, and the Fijians go, no. They're not going to score a try. So.
And we have also got in there, Fiji not looking like themselves. And of course, like you have mentioned, maybe the fitness side of it has gone downhill a little bit because of the fact that some of these sides haven't been able to play too much rugby recently as well. So we are quickly going to get some stats of the match to tell you guys exactly who the try scorers were, unless, of course, it decides that it's not going to tell us. And I think that is the case. So we will get that for you guys in a very short moment. Play dating simulators. That would be pretty funny.
I've got a few ideas for some videos.
Let's go. Argentina, says Chris. And also see you tomorrow morning against Great Britain. As well, says Joseph. And how much skins you got on Fortnite? I know that Marco Vortapola Bear has 4. That is for sure. And we always got come on Fiji. Stop hiding your trick shafts as well, says Lex Axel. Maybe just taking it a little bit casually because of the fact they know they're getting through. So you don't want to show all of the tricks in the first games like Warren Gatlin for the Lions. Ooh. Interesting situation there. Okay. We almost got there. I take it you won't watch much Sevens Fiji's. Oh, sorry. I take it you don't watch much Sevens Fiji do this. Then the big games, it's 50-0. Yeah, I feel like they slowly keep on building themselves up here. Fiji, like this is the thing. This is actually one of the first Fijian tournaments or first Sevens tournaments I'm going to be following straight through.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is I missed a couple of the first games because I was still asleep.
Yeah.
But other than that, we're going to be following it all, maybe even doing it all on the channel. So if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We have got Sunia has put a super sticker in the chat as well. It is a console with a broken arm as well as the little sticker there. I feel like that's us when we try and play games.
Yeah.
Like we aren't the best at them, but we give it a crack. We see what we can do. What are you laughing at?
Your jokes are just out of this world.
What one? Mine?
Yeah.
Did I make a joke?
You're great. You're just out there. You're right up there.
Yeah. What's going on? You flirting with me or what's happening? It's got Wollongong is the Australian male team as well, says Sitivini. But in this one, the tries were scored by Tui Waka Tui Vuaka, I believe is the pronunciation there. Try for Justin Douglas as well. Then also Aminiasi Tuimamba. I'm sorry about these pronunciations, guys. I do struggle a bit with them. A yellow card for Matt Mullen, and also Nathan Hirayama was able to score the try for Canada. Then Bulaka and also Wainekolo were the other 2 try scorers for Fiji. And this one, we always got Blitzbox all the way. Says Peter, they are a strong side, and they're going to be playing Kenya, who actually in their first game up against, I believe, who did Kenya play? I think they actually, they played USA, only lost 19-14.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe it's going to be a very close game between those 2 sides, but I feel like more than likely South Africa will be able to run away with it like they did in that game up against Ireland. But looking through the tables, I believe now that will mean looking at Group A, we haven't seen any games yet, but New Zealand are going to be playing Argentina in a very short moment, around 5 minutes' time. Should be an extremely exciting game. You're practicing the washing machine. Is that? You're in the washing machine?
Dancing, man.
Okay. Here we go. Let's go in there. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not South Korea can get a major upset over Australia, but more than likely, I think the Aussies will be able to take that one as well. Oh, no.
Getting rid of the coronavirus.
And we have got in there Blitzbox all the way in the chat as well.
Funny.
And for me, Fiji versus South Africa final, that would be a pretty awesome one as well. Abel has set up, or we have got in the chat, it was Bruss Up just joined. How was the Fijians' performance since the last match? Says Abel. The first match they had up against Japan, it was very close. I believe it was 24-19. This match, they had their moments, but I feel like those tries that are sneaking in, they are well and truly going to get rid of them before heading into those important games. Like someone mentioned, 50-0 is something that Fiji will be able to do in the later stages. Perhaps we have also got a donation from David. David, I will quickly put this one up on the screen as well. The reason I didn't have this one up is because it just says super sticker, but that was the console with the broken arm, and we do appreciate that very much, Sunia. And also, we got one from David, and he said, okay, everyone, donate as well. We do appreciate that donation from you as well, mate. Who are New Zealand's competition besides Fiji? Of course, we came 5th last Olympics. I think it is Fiji, South Africa. Great Britain came 2nd in the last Olympics. They're looking decent as well. And then I think other than that, I think at this stage, Argentina's looking kind of good.
Yeah.
You know, they beat the Wallaby or the Australian 7 side. I keep on calling them the Wallabies, but I feel like it's one of those ones. They're a good side.
Yeah.
Like Australia, they got the likes of Samu Karevi and whatnot. They're just showing the lineups at this stage for New Zealand as well. And Sweet I'll Donate Brothers donates a lazy 300 as well at Olympics 2020 game. Is funny. I play with my family as well, says Kyle. So I feel like I will have to get that one. Is it on console, Kyle? Or is it just on PC? Although I assume if you play it with your family, it would be on console. If I'm not wrong, maybe we need to get it for the gaming channel as well. Seems to be very stiff. He needs more sevens game time. He can't contest during kickoffs and during breakdowns. Coach will need to talk to him on his weaknesses instead of any. Yeah, that's the thing. Coming from the Bristol Bears. Bristol Bears?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those ones. It's probably a very different style, not just to Southern Hemisphere rugby, but then also to sevens to kind of adapt, because we know a lot of players who have come from the Northern Hemisphere do struggle, or who have come from the Southern Hemisphere up to the Northern Hemisphere do struggle when it comes to finding that kind of momentum. And I feel like it's the same a little bit in reverse for Radra. I think by about the quarterfinal or semi-final game, though, we are going to get to see the semi. Oh, that's not a good sentence.
Oh,
we're going to get to see the semi-Radra that we are used to seeing. We aren't going to see a semi though, but we have also got the Kiwi lads, brother. You could Twitch stream, brothers. I'll throw you some $1 like I'm James Harden as well. Twitch is actually something else we have talked about in the past in terms of something we'd like to do. Although I do know if you become an affiliate on Twitch, you aren't actually allowed to. You're not actually allowed to stream on YouTube as well.
I don't know if I like YouTube.
We also got in there. And so yes, Xbox and also Laxax always put the LMAO, and I'm Kyle. Kyle, you play on Facebook, brother. And the well says Machu. But at this stage now, it is going to be interesting to see how they are going to be going. The little Tokyo car. I want one of those. It's like in South Africa, they run the ball out on the little ute. Yeah. And I feel like I 100% would like one of those.
You get one and then so powerful put a rope around your legs and then drag you around.
Well, like it's a horse.
You guys give a like and subscribe if you want to see that.
Someone actually recommended a video to me.
What's that?
And it sounded like a pretty awesome one. We would need a sponsor, of course. but it was something along the lines of, yeah, they're all smiling. They're all happy to be here. But it is trying to go to every single Super Rugby stadium in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Like traveling from Forsyth Bar to Orange Theory. Be pretty awesome to do it. And also, if we could somehow get in contact with those stadiums and be like, are we allowed to take like a kick? Like bring a tee and a ball and you're kicking conversion at every ground. I feel like would be absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
But of course, it would cost a lot of money
for
flights and also for just being able to do that kind of thing. But maybe we will be able to get it going. But now the Argentine side running out now, looking dangerous in the last game. And also New Zealand, of course, running alongside them in Argentina, says Chris as well, and 25-15 to Argentina as well. Argentina. We need a big upset to open the Olympic Sevens tournament on day one as well, says Setavini. And I feel like the big upset was almost coming when Canada played Fiji. That looked like it was going to be a good opportunity. Scott Curry is actually out there at this stage. I thought he was injured, or is it someone else who I'm thinking of who got injured for them? And that was why another player got brought in. Go Argentina as well, says Batman. And also thought New Zealand would have made a mirror to give to each team, or a mirror, to give to each team. They played Kiwi lads as well. And you could drive to all stadiums as well, says Matt C. Could stick a car on a Fury and go between the two islands, perhaps. We need to get a car sponsorship. Someone who is willing to let us drive a car from the bottom of the South Island to the top of the North.
Yeah.
Be a wild road trip. That is for sure. Camper van. I don't think I trust to drive in a camper van. But now New Zealand kicking off, and that ball has gone into touch now. And it means that Argentina are going to have the line-out opportunity. Start at Highlanders as well. Yeah, I think that would be the way to go. Start it to Dunedin.
Naholo going to play for?
He's Canterbury for the Bunnings NBC.
Yeah.
So hopefully he does sign a contract with, I don't know, the Highlanders have got some good wingers. No, Crusaders have got enough players, don't they? Give them to like the Chiefs could be quite a cool one. Or maybe the Hurricanes. Oh no, they've got plenty of wingers as well. But now Argentina inside of their own 22 now. Going to be trying to drive for Joe Webber. I love that man's haircut. Could go with something like it myself. That's forward by about 2 meters. So now it is going to be, was that Caleb Clark out on the field?
Probably.
Maybe. I didn't realize he was going to be playing.
No, I don't think it is.
No, it's not. It is the man in the number 3 jersey, which in this one is going to be Tone Mchu. I feel like I said that wrong. I drove from Churchill to Auckland in one go, as well, says Maxi, and left at 2:30 p.m. and arrived in Auckland 5:30 a.m. Jeez. So that's like a 15-hour drive from Christchurch. Add another 6 hours or so on that going south. You're looking like 24 hours of driving.
You see some of these English YouTubers do the stadium tours. 6 of the stadiums are in London. So
but now it is going to be Argentina with the ball in hand at this stage, having more of the possession early on. Passing the ball out. It's going to be one-on-one. Scott Curry trying to drag him down to the ground. And in the end, they are making a few extra meters here. Argentina 40 meters out from their own line now. And it's almost fumbled by their number 10, but he has been able to claim this one now for Argentina, getting forced back. Good defense from the New Zealand 7 sides. Joe Webber getting fended off, but now he has made the low tackle. Curry trying to get straight in that breakdown. Not quite able to. We will read the chat in a very short moment, but we do appreciate you all being here now. Argentina wide ball. Good momentum going for miss tackle. And because of it now, Argentina are they going to be able to catch him? He's got plenty of strapping on his legs, which is what we're zooming in on at this stage. And they're going back. Are they? No, it is a try for Argentina there to start this match off. Just trying to catch a little bit of his breath there. Go Argentina in the chat as well. People are going for the upset for Argentina. They are playing well throughout their game so far. Up against Australia, they look dominant at times. And this was just one missed tackle in sevens can be so costly. He missed the tackle there. Was then number 12, I believe, if I'm not wrong, which in this one would be Marcos Moneta. And he was able to go all the way, score the try as well. Beautiful, says Batman. Go Australia as well, says Sport Reactions. And also we have got Fun Fact Japan beat New Zealand in the last Olympics as well, says Batman. And also we have got in there, what are you watching this on? We are watching it on Sky Go here in New Zealand. It is on Tokyo Channel 3 for Sky Sport. But then there is also the option of Stan Sport, and also TVNZ 1 might actually have this game, possibly because of the fact that it is the Kiwis. But it is 7-0 to Argentina now. And New Zealand are under pressure. Kiss for you, Kiwi ladies. Says Batman and the jokes afterwards. And we have got Caleb Clark. I've got that guy. New Zealand Sevens picked too many old heads as well. That's going to be a penalty to Argentina as well.
Naughty.
Are we going to get to see? See, that's a haircut and a half, isn't it?
What's the point of that?
I mean, it's different. You remember him for his haircut. Plays for Bay of Plenty in the Bunnings NPC. This is why you don't have 35-year-olds in the team as well, says Chrisio. That's the thing. There's explosive pace for a lot of these younger sides. Like, I know Ireland have based their team off complete and utter pace, I think, if I'm not wrong. But now it's going to be their number 9. Once again, going to be driving forward here. Trying to find the gap. This is a 2-on-1 in Argentina. Oh, he didn't pass the ball on the outside, though. Was the man who did score the try, but Argentina now only 10 metres out. It's going to be a step now. And Argentina on fire in the early stages of this match. I'm losing my voice almost. At this stage now, I'm going to be running sideways there, number 4. He is passing it wide. This is going to be try time, is it? No, step on the inside. Oh, everyone's missing the tackle there. And that number 12 seems like he's a very hard man to tackle there, Marcos Moneta. And now it's going to be a counter ruck here for New Zealand. Offload, beautiful offload to Joe Webber. They need to use the backline bounce pass if they can get it wide now. And now it is going to be a start, or a standing start here for the number 9. And now it's just a foot race. Steps on the inside. Oh, almost nailed in that tackle. Offloads it back up now. It's going to be their number 5 here. Collier almost able to make a few extra meters for the side. It looks like it's still going to be in the hands of the New Zealand 7 side. This game is all out pace. And at this stage, who is going to be able to keep up at the speed? That's a beautiful run, and that's a try there. It's from their number 6 there. He is pacey, McGarvey Black. And he is going to be going all the way, just gaining his breath a little bit as he runs it in here for New Zealand. And that is going to be the first try for New Zealand of the match as well. Just waiting as well, trying to wear down the other side a little bit. I haven't actually seen too many Sevens games, so I didn't realize that was like a thing of kind of just waiting a little bit longer. Well, I guess when you run about 17 metres, you probably deserve a bit of a spell. Yeah. And he had pace McGarvey Black. As soon as he broke that line, he was going, let's go Argentina as well. Says Smithy, you're like, are you from New Zealand, Smithy? You're going for Argentina. It's the New Zealand Sevens women's who do well. Men's are inconsistent as well. Says Lax Axel, I play for my country as well. Of course, something that Pablo Matera said in the Tri Nations.
What's that?
I play for my country when it was, he pointed to the badge. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Do you actually?
He also says...
No. We almost got New Zealand should put a Warbrick on. He's a tank as well. And the chat says Immortals. But at this stage now, New Zealand bringing it back to 7-all, almost contested in the air. Came off the hands of Argentina. So now New Zealand will have the line-out throw. New Zealand should have brought in Clark. He wouldn't have missed the tackle as well. And that's the thing. He's only injury cover at this stage, as well as I believe it's Etienne Nanasatoro as the other player that I kind of expected to see here, but we don't actually get to see him, unfortunately. Because he had the most defenders beaten in a single match. Yeah. I think he beat about 14 or 16. But I think they, like someone mentioned, they're going with the older guns who have the experience. We're going to have to wait and see whether or not that it's an angry face.
They're not quick.
What's wrong? I mean, yeah, it's going to be interesting. We should play a game of sevens on Rugby Challenge at some stage. Perhaps we try and play along with the final and see whether or not we can get the result.
Yeah.
And we'll have to be probably the underdogs because of the fact we'll probably lose that one. But now it's going to be McCarvey Black once again passing across. Weird camera angle here, but it's going to be a beautiful gap there in New Zealand now. He is going to have enough base, and it's going to be the number 12 there. Sione Molia has been able to score it, and now all of a sudden New Zealand have taken the lead from a 7-0 down. All of the tries so far almost being scored between the posts as well, where we have also got in there. In the chat, where are you watching the games? We are watching it on Sky Go here in New Zealand. I believe it will also be on TVNZ, but depending on what country you're in, I think your best bet may be, if you've got a VPN available, I would set your location to Australia and watch it on the 9 Now app. Yeah. I think it's the best option. Yeah. Maybe. I know that they aren't really showing too many highlights on YouTube, which sucks. Yeah. Because of the fact that, I mean, it's the Olympics. Everyone wants to watch it.
Yeah.
So just let them watch it.
Yeah,
you know?
Let them watch it.
Just let them watch it. What's wrong? But now it is going to be halftime 14 to the New Zealand 7 side. 11. Oh, that's not an 11. That is a 7 to Argentina. We have got, he did play as well, says Kyle. So he might have played in that first game, which is good news. Did he score a try at Tino Nanasatoro? He is in the starting, or it says he's at 4, but I don't think he's out on the field at the moment. Channel 1 NZ is playing that as well. So that is the free option for anyone from New Zealand who does want to have a look. Halftime already, bloody hell. As well says Lake Sexel, it's absolutely flying by at this stage. I feel like it's one of those ones, these games are going to go by like that. The next game I think that everyone's probably looking forward to is seeing how many points Australia can get over South Korea.
Yeah.
Then the game after that, I think the next game after that one is USA taking on Ireland.
Yeah.
And then the last game of the day is going to be South Africa taking on Kenya. That's a big game as well.
Yeah.
You're still hyped up.
Yeah.
Still enjoying it.
Bit tired now.
Bit tired. We're in you down a bit. We got a bit of a funky tune. Is it a tune or is it just an announcement? No, it is a tune.
Some lady's singing.
Yeah, we always go. He scored the try last game as well, says Kyle as well. So hopefully we get to see him in this one as well. I realised I didn't see as much of that game as I thought I did. I only watched a few of the highlights on the news.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Let's go there. Hey, mate, can you do 1,500 metres, 5,000 metres, and 100 metres, 800 in your stream as well? Says Batman. I think the option for that one would almost be maybe getting the Kiwi Lad Sport up and running, because of the fact that I know that when you kind of split between different sports, it can sometimes mean that you got a mix of viewers.
Is he doing that?
In terms of some people,
to go for a run?
He might be. Should we do a 15 or 5,000? I don't think I could run 50 at this stage. But we have also got in there. We have got Buller from Fiji. What did you think, or how do you think of the Fijian team? I think they're still the favourites, even though they've had a couple performances that have been a little bit close in terms of the points. I think that when it comes to those bigger games, they're gonna be able to run away. Or taking a quick tap here, Argentina getting the second half underway now. Going to be their number 11 big step, a great low tackle there from the try scorer there. The man in the number 12 jersey, Molia. Now it's going to be out the back line once again. Argentina a little bit rough there behind it, but now that's a big hit from, I believe it was Collier. Now they're driving over here, the New Zealand 7 sides, and they've won themselves a penalty. And no, they haven't. It's going to be Argentina's penalty. And Alvarez has stayed down.
Get up.
We have got there, Batman brother. Why did you block us as well? We have got there, Buller brother. Brother, I'm from Suva. Where are you from? As well, and a 10 Satori versus Sarah Reese and a dance-off who wins. As well as says Alex Axel. I mean, if you had said close to the head, I think it is going to be all right though. Alvarez taking a big hit from the number 5, which in this one is Dylan Collier. Yeah. I think dance-off. Sarah Reese seems to be able to bust a few moves, doesn't he? I mean, if it was between them and Scott Robertson, of course.
Scott Robertson can't dance.
He does that kind of 40.
He sort of just gets on his back and just spins around. It doesn't actually know how to dance.
Oh, he's got a few breakdancing moves that he pulls out every once in a while. But now Argentina inside.
Breakdancing moves.
Inside of the 20. Yeah, I'm back now. Argentina, what a gap that is. And it's going to be another try. And Argentina score their second try of the match. And it's going to be the number 11 in this one, which is Luciano Gonzalez Rezioni. And he has been able to score a very nice try there for Argentina. And now this game could go either way. At this stage, I don't think there is a clear winner for this one. And also Argentina, young guys, can do this as well. If they flop, they die. As well as says Lax Axel. And also, if they flop, they die. Is that like the dance-off or is in like in this one? That one has gone over. Still 5 minutes 20 left in this match. 14 apiece in this one. What's this? You busting a move. Busting a move.
Show dominance and power in an environment.
Are you feeling dominant?
Yeah. Good.
Now it's going to be kicked off by Argentina. 5 minutes left in this match now between these two sides, and we are sitting at 14-0. Argentina getting the win over Australia. Can they do the same? Oh, that's a great take there, though, from New Zealand. Yeah, can they do the same against New Zealand? Another upset.
Yeah, I could say they will.
I mean, if they beat Argentina or if they beat New Zealand and Australia, you got to say that that's really earning them some bonus points in terms of heading towards those next few rounds. But now it's going to be out the back line once again for the New Zealand 7 side. Passing it wide now. Gives it out to Collier, the big man. Offload on the inside now. And they are up to the halfway line there. It's going to be stolen, though, by Argentina. And they've been able to take it back, pleading for the penalty to the touch judgment now. It is going to be out the back line once again for Argentina. It's going to be going out to their number 11, who's still going. Oh, he's been tackled low by Joe Weber there with a very nice tackle. 40 metres out now. Argentina, can they get themselves another try? It's going to be Tom Curry, who does help drag him down there. And Argentina, their backline's looking sharp in this match. Oh, they've dropped the ball. I jinxed them. Sorry, Argentine player. Not sure who that was that did drop that ball, but unfortunately for Argentina, it did end up killing that momentum. But now New Zealand trying to fight back, a little offload back. They're under pressure, having to fend off players. Joe Weber's actually kind of down on the outside, but he's going to get this ball very soon now. Offloaded on the inside. Joe Weber now pins the ears back, makes the dreadlocks going. He is going all the way here for New Zealand. Yeah, try time as well. Says going. Also, we have got I'm back at school now. as well. So hopefully that is going well for you, mate. This ref helping
grown
Argentina. But New Zealand got this says Immortals as well.
Is he not a fully grown man?
James Gordon.
AC Savage.
No, he is. He goes to school.
No.
Did you not know that?
No.
And now Argentina sitting still on 14, New Zealand. Another try between the posts. This game, I don't think we've had anything other than just big runaway tries in this game so far. Everyone's pretty much had to run the 50 metres to be able to get over the try line. And yeah, it's looking very good here for New Zealand Sevens to take the lead back in this one as well. No Scott Curry as well, says Kyle. Is it not Scott Curry? They actually have Scott Curry in the number 1 jersey out on the field, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Is it him?
I don't know.
Or am I wrong in that regard? They've said Curry.
know.
They just said Curry. Does he have a brother who's also named Scott? Don't know. We're going to have another look. I see a Tino and a Satoro in the background, though. And, oh, man, Argentina should have chip-kicked. There was no sweepers as well, says Sitavini. But now it is going to be kicked off by New Zealand. The ultimate success here for New Zealand would be for them to retain this kickoff because of the fact that at the stage, he went down on the ground. As well, says Kyle. Is that a little bit further forward or is that after where we are at the moment, perhaps? So that is going to be kicked off here. I think it might have been off kickoff maybe that we are talking about. No, it is still going to be in the hands of Argentina, though. And that is going to be a good driving tackle there from the New Zealand number 9, which in this one is Regan. We are now going to be using their back line once again here. Argentina moving up towards the halfway line. They need to be the next team to score a try in this one. Could we have a draw? We haven't had a draw yet. No. Could it be on the cards here for Argentina to be able to fight back? He's running sideways. Oh, he's just trampled his own guy. He didn't even see him there. He's very lucky not to get stolen, but now it's going to be out the back line. He's just isolated there. The number 6 offloads it on the inside, gives it to the man to take contact. 40 metres out from their own line now. Argentina once again trying to pierce the cap. He has been tackled there. The number 1 once again there, Rodrigo. Istro, I believe it's the name, and it is going to be the penalty to New Zealand. And we have got also in their name went down on the ground as well. So I didn't actually see him go down there, Scott Curry, earlier on, but I see Athena Satoro in that number 4 jersey. He's a player that I hope he plays for the Chiefs again this year in Super Rugby because he is a very talented player. Who does he play for in the Bunnings NPC? He might actually, he might be a Counties Manukau boy. Yeah. Possibly, if I'm not wrong. Anyone who knows in the chat, do let me know. Does Athena Satoro play for Counties Manukau in the Bunnings NPC? Mitre 10 Cup as it was known as last year, but now it's going to be a scrum feed for New Zealand. 2 minutes left in this game. Argentina shouldn't be physical with New Zealand. They have to play their game. Yeah, the backline's been looking sharp for them. So I feel like that is what they've got to keep on doing in this matchup. Yeah. Use that back line. Find the space. At this stage, New Zealand, other than that missed tackle, they've been defending it not too badly, but I feel like if you get a 2-on-1, they are going through. It is in the situation now. New Zealand going out their back line once again. It's going to be it's going to be the quick step from the number 4, Dino Satoro. And now out the back line once again. This is a weird angle once again. I feel like I need to turn my head, but now it's going to be Mickelson, the captain. He's going to be going all the way for the captain, New Zealand. And he is going to seal the win here. Almost put the ball down accidentally there. Fun fact, in 2009, Wales won the World Championship Sevens as well. Yeah. I mean, Wales at this stage, they're a decent side. I feel like Wales heading towards that World Cup. I'm looking forward to seeing them play the likes of the Springboks, Wallabies, All Blacks, and Fiji at the end of the year. That is going to be an awesome one to watch. That is for sure. But now, that is their tour that they have planned. And also, England going to be playing Tonga, I think, is their only confirmed game so far, if I'm not wrong. Which could be. I'm often wrong, It happens. Often. I am quickly going to be updating the scoreboard.
Could get cancelled.
That is true. It's one of those ones. It's all going to come down to the last minute, isn't it? And tell you what, this game coming down to the last 30 seconds, if it stays the score that it is, it's going to be the exact same score as the game between Fiji and Canada. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not anyone can get a final moment in this game. Of course, you want a few more points if you can get it for that points differential. And this one is once again going to be an advantage, and New Zealand get the penalty. He almost looks like Nicolas Sanchez, doesn't he? From an angle, but it is the man in number 6 jersey, which is Santiago Alvarez Forcardi. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that somewhere close to correct. But at this stage now, New Zealand, it is just a question of whether or not they can get themselves one more try in the later stages of this game. We will quickly add them to the scoreboard as well. It seems like it is going to be the win for New Zealand at this stage. It is fair to say, I've said fair to say about 7 times in the past 3 seconds. It's fair to say,
Yeah.
3 seconds left. I've got the scrum here. Argentina, they will be very happy with this one. I have a feeling because of the fact that they will still be in with a decent chance of being able to go through. With that win over Australia, it's going to be a penalty to New Zealand now. So whether or not they decide to go for it one more time or not, we will have to wait and see. Or do they just kick the ball out perhaps?
No, don't do that.
No, you think they're going to go for it here? Collier looks like he wants to take the quick tap. We will read the chat in a very short moment, but we are in the final moments of this game between New Zealand and Argentina now. Collier gives it out the back line, going to their number 6 now. Oh, little grubber in behind the first kick we have seen of the day. And it is going to be sitting up beautifully. And maybe we need to see a few more of them because that is going to be a try. And he is happy as well, Warbrick, who was able to score. Whoever said bring him on, you were 100% correct because he is an absolute unit.
Going to go to war.
I mean, he's a solid unit, that is for sure. And he's got plenty of pace to back himself as well to be able to score that one for New Zealand 7. So they win this game. So at this stage, they are going to be top of Pool B, or Pool A, I believe they are actually in, if I'm not wrong. But full time in this match is going to be the score of 35 to New Zealand, 14 to Argentina. It was 14-7 to Argentina at one point.
Yeah.
Which just shows that at this stage, it seems like we're going to get upsets after upsets in terms of the way that it's kind of like it's not a one-horse race in any of these games so far, other than, of course, Great Britain versus it was a Japan 34-0. A little bit one-sided in that regard. We have also got in there as well Puke in the NPC as well. It's fair to say. As well says Batman. We also got this guy. This guy's can't learn from or can learn from Fiji. Fiji exposed New Zealand's weaknesses as well, and he does play for Counties Manukau in the Bunnings NBC. Do you actually play rugby, bro? And who for, says MB? I don't. I'm not exactly the biggest unit out there, it's fair to say. Fair to say again.
So I'd say you're a pretty big lad, you know?
Really?
Yeah, the wind.
The wind would knock me down.
You coming at you.
You know, sometimes I just fall over.
Yeah.
You remember that? Yeah. I fell over just a couple of weeks ago. I was kind of just standing and I tried to get I was kneeling and I tried to get up and I just fell straight back down. But
tell you guys, one of the funniest things we've ever seen.
But if I was to play, I think I'd have to either be. I think I could only play halfback.
Yeah.
Because I'm not quick enough to be out on the wing.
Yeah.
And halfback, I feel like my passing's not terrible. You know, questionable. But when did you played centre, didn't you?
I played everywhere, mate. You know, I was the team.
You were the team.
I said to the coach, listen, mate, I'm not here to take part. I'm here to take over.
So then he gave you the assistant coaching job, didn't he?
And I just, you give me the ball and I'll do what I have to do.
And we have got the Argentina guy. Couldn't believe that big man could run that fast as well, says Immortals. And please, Australia beat New Zealand, says a Batman. And that's going to be tomorrow as well. And they chip kick, which Argentina didn't do, as well, says Sidavini. And we have got, is there further info about the Bledisloe Cup? At this stage, they haven't announced it yet, but the games between New Zealand and Argentina that were originally going to take place in New Zealand are now taking place in Australia.
Yeah.
So that is an interesting one. So whether or not that is going to be the case for the Bledisloe Cup as well, I feel like either way, it's just good that it is going to be kind of our time zone. I feel like getting up at like 3 a.m., you know, it's great for the British and Irish Lions tour, but it just makes me sleep all day.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I woke up at 4 today and then got straight up, got ready for some videos. But we will mention, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to leave a like on this live stream. And be sure to check out the Kiwi Lads Gaming channel. The pinned comment is the link to the Kiwi Lads Gaming channel. We are going to be uploading maybe a few Olympics videos on there in the future, coming weeks as well. Maybe Tokyo 2020 also. We could look at, a few other games. Someone recommended a dating simulator, which I feel like is perfect for us as we are a couple of those single lads. But now we have also got Dan Quay Cooper makes his return. It's going to be interesting to see how he goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like that's one that people are going to be looking at.
He might go really well.
He might. There's a good chance that he will be able to find some form for the Wallabies. We also got news of Fiji to beat NZ in the semi 44-0, as well, says Batman. And tell you what, it depends on the side that they select, I think, New Zealand. If they have a couple of those guys, like that guy who came off the bench, William Warbrick, if he starts, the way that he kind of, like, I feel like trying to tackle him would be a bit of a problem. Yeah. And Olympics, as well, says Reed. Yeah, because we have got London 2012, which is an old Olympic game that some people may not even know about. It is on Xbox 360, and it has a whole heap of events. And I feel like it's going to be the one that will be pretty fun to play. Maybe we do like each event. You can do it multiplayer. So we do a bit of running. I've also got that Summer Olympics game. Do you remember that? One of the worst Olympic games I've played. But it was a lot of fun. You just got to pretty much, that looks bad. You just got to pretty much go like that with the stick and pretty much to run fast. So you just both sit there with the controller here. I'm putting it up here because down here it looks like something else. We've got True's up. Cooper is back, and thoughts on Marika playing for Pacific Wild Knights next year. Is that actually confirmed? Is if Marika Korombete going to Japan?
Yeah, probably is, yeah.
That's going to be a big hit for the Rebels, but at this stage, I feel like the Rebels are in a difficult situation. They're in that situation that, I guess, like, because the Waratahs are a side that weren't able to win a game throughout the whole season, but I feel like the Rebels were that team that people were slightly questioning a little bit more, if that makes sense. Let's go in there. If New Zealand play their young guys, Fiji will have trouble, but if New Zealand play their oldies, Fiji should have a clean sweep as well. Says Immortals. Speaking of clean sweeps, this one is going to be a hard game to predict, the next game that is taking place. Are you keen to have a prediction here? It's going to be USA. No, it's not. It's going to be South Korea taking on Australia. Australia, mate. You think? How much they winning by, mate?
40 points.
40 points.
Yeah.
You're giving Korea any points? Are you giving South Korea any points in this game?
No.
Because they did score a try against the New Zealand
them,
team. Why not?
Because there was that clip off
I
New Zealanders.
I don't know what you're going to say, and I'm worried.
When the New Zealanders beat them, and then you saw that. You not see that video?
No.
The New Zealand player goes up to shake the South Korean hand, and he goes, "No."
I think I did see that one. Was it for rugby or was it for something else?
Sevens. I thought it was for sevens, yeah.
Oh, I know that in soccer or in the hockey, I think it was that someone wanted a handshake and didn't quite happen for them. Did Caleb Clark get selected? He has injury cover for this one, I believe. Fiji should focus on Great Britain first and the quarters. NZ got other teams to focus on. Also, says yeah, that's the thing. Those games tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, early afternoon is going to be great. It's going to have Fiji versus Great Britain. It's going to have New Zealand taking on Australia as well. And I think there's a couple other big matchups that are going to be taking place as well. McCorby, when he sees that Quaid out of retirement for the Quaid cake as well, says Batman. And also we have got in there Clark as the 13th man in case of injury. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether or not we see any injuries for New Zealand throughout this one. Because I know a lot of people want to see Caleb Clark out there. He's probably... he's a dangerous player. Caleb Clark, of course. Samu Karevi. Joe Pincus, as well, as a player who played 15s. And also, I believe Lachlan Anderson is the name. He played for the Rebels, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. And he is another player that I feel like could be very decent in this format. But Joe Pincus, very good player as well. I'm excited for this game. I feel like it's one of those ones people probably don't care about this game as much as some of the others. No. But I'm excited. I want to see what Australia can do. You want to see Samu Karevi, our boy who we signed in our the Blues career mode on a Rugby Challenge for a houseful right now with the neighbours, no matter the COVID bubble, as us is Karoi Tosoviti. And yeah, everyone back in Fiji, they were able to get that win over Canada. They did it very nicely indeed. And yeah, now we're going to get to wait and see whether or not they will get that win over Great Britain tomorrow. But we have still got 3 matches left today. That is 4, but it's actually 3. It is going to be Australia versus South Korea. Then it is going to be USA Ireland. That's going to be an interesting game. Yeah. Because the USA just beat Kenya. Ireland lost to, in the end, it was...
You're going to do the Korean lineup?
I didn't read out the Australian one, so luckily...
Sanjombae.
I feel like that almost wasn't terrible pronunciation, so... Good job.
Chimaji.
Yeah. We're only a few moments away, though, from this one. The last match for South Korea was 50-5 in that match against New Zealand. We have got what time as well. When is Fiji playing as well, says Malia Kiri. Is Fiji on the same time zone as New Zealand? Do let us know, Eskaroi. What time? I know a couple are ahead. First of all, I will help you out with the time, but do let me know what the time is in Fiji at the moment so I can help you out.
Because Australia is a little bit ahead, they're just over there. So
that is true. I will quickly get that up for you so that we know exactly. It is 12:30 tomorrow against Great Britain. Thank you very much, Eskaroi. I think it is it going to be the first game of the day? Because if it is, what a way to start a new day of rugby. That is for sure. No, it's not. It's the second. It is going to be first Canada versus Japan, and then the second game is going to be Fiji versus Great Britain. Argentina versus Korea. Argentina could earn their way into possibly a very good position if they win that one. Then Australia versus New Zealand. Kenya, Ireland, going to be a good game. And South Africa, USA to finish it off. South Africa seem to have the latest games on most days. And I'm wondering whether or not that is to do with the time zones or whether or not it is just to do with the draw. I think it's just the draw. Oh, yeah, let's go. Just read the news. The first Bledisloe test will go ahead as planned on August 7th at Eden Park. That puts a little bit of a cheeky smile on my face. I'm looking forward to that game.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
It's
the Bledisloe Cup, mate. Don't you want to see New Zealand play well?
Yeah, I do, but they're gonna win.
Tell you what, clip this, ladies and gentlemen, for when George is saying they're going to win. And then we will show it when the New Zealand side
Is that the
lose.
first test?
Yep.
Well, that's different. So usually they do the first test in Australia.
Do they?
Yeah. And then the
Is it?
Wallabies do well. And we have the week of the Australians, we're number one again. We're going to beat the All Blacks, and then they get smashed in Auckland. That's usually how it
Tell
goes.
you what, they're starting in Auckland for this one.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. But Australia and also South Korea making their way out onto the field.
We'll take on the world, and then they lose badly in New Zealand. And then they're like, we weren't ready.
I mean, last time they played us, they won, but we'll have to wait and see.
They smashed us in Perth.
And we have got New Zealand should try and find a way to take one of the oldies out and bring in Clark if they want to drag 2 to 3 guys in and open up space to the other Kiwi players. I would have thought they'd try a couple more experimental moves in this game up against Argentina, but I guess South Korea probably would have been the time to do that in a way. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what they go with up against Australia. We have got Fiji and NZ have the same time zones as well, and same with NZ now. It's 9 p.m. sharp. I did, but we can't talk about it on here. We have got the Bledisloe game here. It's still on 21st of August.
Looks like he has 703 for credit rating.
And it was like, Clark doesn't use the strength at 100% DMAC. We're stopping him consistently in super on his own. Tell you what, Damian McKenzie, though, people don't like him much. You don't like him much, do you?
Well, I don't like him, but he's just so inconsistent, you know?
I think he's a very good player, but it is going to be the Wallabies kicking off this match. There we go. We will put it up on the screen for you guys to know exactly what the score is. Almost kicked out on the full, is it? Yes, it is. So they are going straight back to the halfway line. Not a good kick there from Maurice Longbottom to get this match underway. We have got first 2 games in New Zealand and third game in Perth as well. Where's the second game being played? Is it in Dunedin? If I'm not wrong, we have got thoughts on the Wallaby squad for the Rugby Championship 2021. I haven't actually had a chance to have a look at it yet. I think, was it announced today?
I don't know.
Okay, but it is going to be Quade Cooper in there, so I feel like I am going to have a good look through it after this live stream and see exactly who is in it. Oh, it's going to be a little bit of a loose ball. South Korea now looking dangerous here, and look at this run. He's got the man on the outside, number 12, stepping back as well. They're trying to tackle him. It's going to be their number 1. What a start to the match for South Korea here. It's going to be a crossfield now. 5 now passes it back. South Korea, good hit there from, I believe it was Samu Karevi. And because of it now, it means that they have been able to take this ball here. Australia going for the quick tap. They've got men on the outside as well. It is at this stage. It looks like they're running in slow motion, but they are moving quickly. It is going to be Roche now. Or Roach, sorry. Running forward there for Australia. 7 sides. Samu Karevi, great pass out the back line now. Longbottom now, beautiful step there from Longbottom, breaking the line, and he is gone. No one is catching that man. And it is going to be Maurice Longbottom picking up the first try of the match. There we go. We will add that right there to the try scorers list there. Australia 7-0 at this stage with this kick coming up as well. And we have also got in there New Zealand need to play the Warbrick more. They use them in the they just use them in the last couple of minutes. He bullied the Aussies in the warm-ups and didn't get much time against Fiji. And Wellington is the second game, so it is going to be at Sky Stadium. And also he Longbottom, I'm so childish as well, says Lax. I actually looked at George through the camera to see whether or not he did a little smile, but he didn't, which is for Maurice Longbottom.
I said a comment. Did you hear it?
No, what was it?
Oh, the word Morris, you long ass.
Go Australia, says Ed Vogel. Auckland, Wellington, Perth for the 3 as well. Sup Kiwi, AB's rule. Hope they don't change. Hope they don't change the day for the Perth game. My daughter wants to see the All Blacks play, so hopefully they will end up going with that same date. And Perth, Samu Karevi takes a quick tap on the 22 now for the Wallabies, offloads it, and it's going to be out the back line now. It's going to be Roach, and that's a second try here. Jeez. We didn't actually give our predictions for this game, did we? Mm-hmm. Or did you say 50-0? Was that yours? I can't actually remember in that situation, but Republic of Korea under huge amounts of pressure here from the wall. It was the Australian 7 side. At this stage now. It is Oroku was able to score it. Samu Karevi's looking dangerous in the midfield for them.
Samu Karevi is a strategist because he comes in with the ball. You notice the Koreans had to put 3 people on him, and then it just opens up kilometers of space.
How do you stop him?
Like,
he just busts out a tackle for fun.
And they're like, right, 4 of us.
He just kissed the ball. Is that allowed in these times?
Probably not, no.
But that is all right. We have got DMAC as the best fullback in New Zealand. Geordie and Bowden Barrett don't have or didn't play New Zealand style.
What do you think about
Richie and DMAC best combo we have
Bowden
as well.
versus Moanga on that last game against Fiji?
I think you got to go with Moanga.
I don't know. There was someone saying in the comments that Barrett played so well. I was like, Moanga was on, and he played really well.
Moanga had about 3 try assists. I think Bowden Barrett, I will say, had a better first game.
Bowden came on and was trying to run the ball, but he just wasn't around.
Speaking of running the ball, Roach almost able to get that one, but a little knock on there for the Australian 7 sides. He's not too happy. He wanted a second. He looks gutted, did you say? Unfortunately for him, not quite able to get it. Chris Sierra, I think Perth is now 28th as well, so they push it back maybe a little bit as well. Hello, lads. Rugby Sevens making its way onto the channel. Yeah, it is. We are going to be following all of the matchups coming up, perhaps. Are you keen? Are you keen? You want to? You want to come around my house tomorrow?
They're different, man.
Yeah, in a good way. He's got a lot of these.
His a bowl cut.
I mean, if it works, it works. You know, most of the Kiwis are rocking mullets at the moment.
Work.
In terms of the haircut. Joe Webber, we saw him score a try in the last match. A little knock on, only a few minutes out from their line there, and that is not good news there for South Korea.
He looks like he's Australian.
I mean, it's one of those ones where if you're born there, you do qualify. That's all right. No, it's all right. It's all right. Are you going to stream?
He's away from the mountains of Caucasus.
That man
had 703 years of credit.
Main weakness of Cooper, his worst weakness is the tackling. They are saying in the chat as well. Australia not quite able to get that one right, and it has gone out the back line into touch.
Okay.
And because of it now, it does mean that it is going to be. What are you going to do? Please don't play any videos because you will end up with copyright on the channel. And the worst thing to get is a copyright strike.
Show the audience.
But now at this stage, you should stream Laurel Hubbard's event as well, says Laxexel. And also, you've got in there, are you going to stream the girls' 7s on Wednesday and Thursday? I am hoping to follow some of it.
Okay.
But now, can we wait till half time? We got 1 minute 40 left in this first half. It's going to be offloaded back. Awkward one for the Republic of Korea, dragged down. Only a couple meters short of the line now. And it's going to be a penalty. That is good for them. They're going to take that quick tap now. I don't know whether he was back 10. But he has managed to make the tackle there. Maurice Longbottom. Oh, that's a big hit. He has been rocked. Oh, he's had himself crushed as well afterwards. It is a no-arms tackle. And then he got crushed by one of the Australian 7 side. And at this stage, I am hoping to do quite a few more live streams.
Hubbard's event?
I'm not too sure. Is that? I feel like I know who it is, but I don't want to say it just in case I am wrong. But we will wait and see. Hopefully we do a few more of the other ones and the ones as well. But at this stage, 1 minute 10 left in this first half for the Australian 7 sides over Korea. We're going to have to wait and see whether or not they can get it going now. He looks like he took a big hit there. It is Yong Kieng Chang, I believe, is the pronunciation of that one. And at this stage, Korea are under all sorts of pressure. My prediction, I didn't actually give one, but I'm going to go with 38-0 to the Wallabies. I think someone's getting 38.
Yeah.
Not sure who, not sure why.
Koreans will.
I feel like I should have gone 40 actually, but I'll go 38 for now. We'll see how it goes.
38-0. Okay.
What are you thinking?
100-0.
Okay. So now 50 seconds left. Go on to the front there. I have to say South Korea haven't actually looked too bad on attack though throughout this match.
They've just thrown it around, you know.
It's just the fact that it hasn't quite been linking up for them. Oh, that's a good step there from the Korean number 6 now. Little offload, well taken there by their number 3 backline movement. It's quick hands, but it's not quite working out for them. All sorts of pressure there on the Republic of Korea. They're inside of their own half, 40 meters out from their own line now. Backline movement, interception almost available. That's going to be going backwards. No, it's not. 4 pass. And now it will be a scrum feed for New Zealand or Australian 7 side. Is that you in the photo? Is that you in the photo in the wall in the back? It is indeed. It is me on a slide. You know, you got to slide down slides every once. I haven't been on a slide in years, mate. You know, water slides are very enjoyable indeed. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck has left Warriors early because of COVID-19 travel as well. Yes, so he's going to be playing the first game apparently for Auckland in the Bunnings NPC, which will be a good opportunity to get to see him go as well. Could you please stream the female sevens, especially the Aussie side? Very beautiful. All of these as well, says Sidavini. Oh, that's going to be a try for Australia there. Let's go, Oz. As well, that is going to be the third try of the match now for the Australia sevens side. And because of it, 21-0 looking like it is going to be at half-time. I feel like I may have lowballed them a little bit by saying 38. Depending on how it's going. Did South Africa, USA happen yet? I believe that is going to be the match that is taking place tomorrow morning as well. There are a lot of good matches tomorrow morning. USA versus South Africa, Fiji versus Great Britain, New Zealand versus Australia.
Oh, yes.
It's a day and a half, that is for sure, and we are going to be streaming it on this channel once again because of the fact I've had a lot of fun. Have you had fun?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, good. You know, we get a chance to just chill out with the chat and also just talk about the game. 45-0 to the Wallabies final score. I feel like that is a lot closer to what it will be. To be fair, haven't had a chance to check out the events yet. Did they send decent players to the Olympics? The football teams, for instance, sent their second teams at best. I know Chris Wood's playing for the Ollie Whites, I believe they are called, in the Olympics. It's one of those ones. I think they lost to Honduras 3-2.
How does
this unfortunately?
Is it like
pretty much
games,
you got to put the ball in the no. You're in like groups, and once again, it's kind of set up like a mini World Cup, I believe, if I'm not wrong. So you play everyone in your group once, I believe, if I'm not wrong, and then from there you move on to the round of 16, and then 8, and then 4.
England in
Great Britain will be, I believe.
Great
Britain, they'll have a team.
How does this like a full soccer match, or is it?
90 minutes. It's not
really.
Yeah. It's not shortened.
So it's going to take like the whole Olympics to get that done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're doing basketball tournaments. They're doing hockey tournaments.
Because like this is going to be done by midweek, isn't it?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Or the men's midweek, and then the females pick up. So yeah, it's a longer competition for some of those other sports. I think you're looking it up now, are you?
No.
Because they actually have an Olympic schedule that has all of the like days that events take place, and it's pretty much from start to finish almost. The soccer, and also, I guess, football, depending on where you are. New Zealand choked to Honduras, the goalie will want to forget that performance, and I feel bad for the man because I know what it's like to let in a soft goal. Done it before to lose your team a game in the last minute. I still, it hurts. That is for sure. We have got you should see the Argentina female hockey team as well. Says Immortals, and we have got there. They're talking your language, aren't they? No. It was got there. No, Great Britain, they don't have a soccer team, as well as Immortals. And also, Zipkiwi, I read the games are Auckland, 7th of August, New Zealand, Australia, and the 14th of August. And also, it is going to be the 21st in Perth. I watched the skateboarding. That's actually, like, skateboarding being added to the Olympics. I think the medals were all won by 16 or under year olds, which is just insane how skilled those guys or those women are. I think they were. They did the skateboarding first, but now it's going to be a backline movement here for the Walla. I keep on almost saying the Wallabies.
What's the actual name?
Someone put it earlier on, but I can't quite remember it. I'll tell you what, he's got pace the number 7 there, Josh Turner. Trying to break the line there. And he has offloaded it back on the inside. Going to be a backline movement where Samu Karevi, he's not on the field. No, he's actually been taken off. But now, once again, it's going to be a backline movement. I don't know about that, but now it's going to be Lockie Anderson passing it off, and this is looking good for Australia Sevens, and they are going to score their 4th try of the match and the tennis as well, says Kyle. And hi from Fiji, says Shakar. Welcome in to the live stream, mate. I have to check them out if they are most beautiful than the female Aussie team as well. He says he will switch to hockey. But at this stage, what was your prediction for this game? In the end, 100-0, I think it was, wasn't
it?
Yeah. But what's your more realistic prediction?
50-0.
50-0? Okay. I respect it. At this stage, it's just, at this stage, unfortunately, South Korea just getting a little bit out-muscled out there, which doesn't make it tough for them. Of course, we have also got in there, also the USA men's basketball team lost yesterday for the first time since the 2004 Olympics. I saw they lost to France. Oh, it was almost another try to the Australia 7 side, but I believe there was a little knock on, they have said. But yeah, they actually lost to France, which was huge in that situation as well. I feel like I only know certain events, but overall, hopefully.
The Koreans are lifting each other up and everything, getting a bit of South African in them.
I'll tell you what, when you watch, like, have you seen that video of the Beast, like, holding the player over his head upside down?
Yeah.
Like, and being able to keep him, like,
we tried doing that at our club.
Did you? You just dropped the player on his head.
During trainings and stuff, we got really yelled at by the coaches.
We've got winners, USA South Africa rugby match, says David. It is going to be happening tomorrow. It is the last game of the morning session. That's almost going to be a chance for South Korea here. Has he got the try? Was it a knock on earlier on? They're going to have a look. But it could be a try to Andre Kulya. I'm not too sure how to pronounce that.
He's the guy that's got
Kukiad,
703
I
as
believe.
a rating.
But at this stage, it's going to be interesting to see whether or not they have awarded this try. I believe it is a try
Can you send
to
a
South
link
Korea.
to the thing of the video.
Is it offensive?
It's the video that I showed you.
I don't think we can play it, or it's
I love
not get
it.
copyrighted.
It's really
We-
funny.
it's a-
I know I'm not
yeah.
playing it with a link to it on there.
We always got for that question of when the game is in New Zealand time. It is going to be 2:30 p.m. New Zealand time, I believe, around there somewhere. But straight after this game, we've got 4 minutes, and then I will give you the exact time. But I believe it is 2:30 p.m. New Zealand time, which it will be USA time. I think that's in the middle of the night, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
USA time. Or actually, it might be early morning. Are you going to stream the MLR finals on August 1st? LA Gelatinis versus Atlanta. My guess is LA Gelatinis the winner. I think I could be keen to do an MLR stream. You keen as well?
What time is it?
We'll have a look at halftime as well. But now it's been kicked out on the full by South Korea, or full time, I should say. Tell you what, Australia are really ramping it up now. Long bottom, just dodging everyone, trying to tackle the ref there. Almost, but now it is going to be out the back line once again. Stepping on the inside, very nicely done by the New Zealand. So New Zealand Sevens have scored again. They are going quick here. They are trying to ramp it up. The biggest score margin in this game or in the tournament so far has been 50 points. I don't think they'll quite get there, but they are certainly ramping it up. That was New Zealand, South Korea.
Yeah.
Who did have the big difference. And South Korea actually didn't get that conversion as well. My apologies there. So it is going to be 5 to South Korea to the 33 of the New Zealand Seven sides. I will try my best to read all the chat as well while we are going. We have also got in there 55-0 for Shakar as his prediction, and USA ain't winning the basketball. Aussie should win it if they don't choke as well, says Immortals. And also we have got in the chat team, Great Britain send the women's football team no spitting or swapping jerseys at the end though, as well, says Sebastian. And also seriously, bro, USA lost to France during a basketball match. That's so sad, bro. It's like having Aussie lose to Korea. Come on, Korea, as says
TikTok. Apparently the Americans getting smashed in basketball.
They haven't found the form that they normally would like to.
Apparently it's because of the rules. They're not happy that the rules in the Olympics are different from the NBA. And then apparently that's why they're not getting anywhere, because they keep getting penalised.
I heard that also they seem to be going for a lot of three-pointers.
Yeah.
Apparently they were going for a lot of glory shots in that game up against France, if I'm not wrong, which did end up costing them a little bit.
It was like 30-0 to someone. Ireland or someone beat them.
Really?
It was something like that. Like they were getting smashed.
Now, good kick through for, tell you what, this one's an awkward bouncing ball. Little knock on there from New Zealand or from Australia. Tell you what, I'm going to have to sort that out before the next match, aren't I? Or else I'm going to be calling New Zealand, Australia, New Zealand, Australia, New Zealand. USA defense is not good this year as well. And USA lost to Nigeria, Australia, and France so far this year, says Immortals as well. And France are good at ball. They beat USA at the World Cup 2 years ago as well. And how many games do we play a pool? And do we just do we play for quarterfinals or just semifinals, says Official Gabe? And that is a good question. And I have actually got a little banner here, pretty much. Hopefully that does explain it. So pretty much in this one, you play everyone in your pool once. So there are groups of 4. So you have 3 games of pool play, and that is the 3 games. Then top 2 of each pool advance to the quarterfinals, plus 2 of the best third-place teams advance to the quarterfinals as well. So the top 2 sides go through, and then there are kind of 2, I guess you could say, wild card teams, which are based off the amount of points and also the points differential. Then after that, remaining teams contest for the 9th place semi-finals as well. So there are still plenty of games going on for these sides that aren't at the top, but they are going to be, it's going to be a little bit tougher for them. That is for sure. And we have also got the tiebreakers, head-to-head, points difference, and also points scored. So that is the ruling of this one at this stage. The rules are different in international to NBA as well, says Chrisio. And also we have got in there, I think I read all the chat actually, have been able to keep up with it. But at this stage now, 35-5. That is a scary spiral. That is for sure. But now it is going to be a minute 20 left in this one. That is a little wallaby there. Okay, thanks, says Official Game. No worries, mate. I'm still trying to get my head around some of the kind of fixtures in terms of how they do it. But hopefully by the end, I will be able to well and truly know exactly what's happening. That didn't look too straight there. And because of it now, it is going to be another penalty to the Australia 7 side. What did I say? 38-0. So I would say if they score one more try here, Australia, they will have 40. They won't. They'll have 42 points, right? Minus the 5 of Korea. That's round about 38. Only a point off.
No.
Going to give me that if they score one more?
No.
We have to wait and see. We also got. I'm going for Slovenia in the basketball to get the gold because my NBA player is playing as well. Says Kyle, but now it's going to be Samu Karevi running hard at the line.
So he takes up 3 players, 2 players.
You got to make sure you commit to that tackle, or else it could be like the game between the New Zealand Sevens and also Argentina. That's a great run there from the number 6. They are not going to catch him, and that is going to be the final try of the match. Perhaps that is going to be Joe Pincus, who was able to score it. That looked a little bit awkward for the angles there when he did score it. Joe Pincus puts it straight over as well, and now it's going to be 42-5, to Australia. Right. I think they are actually going for one more here, Australia. They want to try and find their way to get that points differential up because of the fact that Argentina are above them at this stage because of that win. But with this win going back in the favour of Australia, they want to make sure their points differential is high, and this ball is bouncing towards touch. What can South Korea do with this ball in hand? Offload on the inside. Been dropped, put into touch now. They've taken it quickly, and it is full time. So they weren't quite able to get that last one.
Of Australians.
Oh, we love the Aussie.
Orange dirt. The dirt is orange.
Okay, and we have got 6 games as well. Shakar, and also how many gold medals for Team New Zealand do you reckon? Says Sebastian. Oh, it's tough because there's that many events now that I feel like I don't know too many other people going to them. I'm not even sure how many Kiwis we sent over to the Olympics. So that is one of my slight problems there. But I would say, anything over 1's really a bonus. Of course, they'll be aiming for, how many is a good number? 50 or 50 too many? 50 gold medals? 20? How many did we get at the last Olympics, Mr. Google?
I don't know. To get off that certain page.
We always got, what certain page?
PH.
What have you been watching? We have also got there. New Zealand Warriors better make a big tribute for Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Can't wait to see him in Union again. As well, says Ed Vogel. And also we have got Fiji just beat Japan by 5, and Great Britain just thrashed Japan as well. Love the Aussie female sevens team and respect the males team as well, says Sitavini. But while we are at it, while we have got a little bit of we didn't win 1 gold medal. 2016. What happened? You break a rib cage.
Nearly.
So I am going to look up the time of the MLR game and also look up some live point standings for you guys as well. The New Zealand Sevens will win gold as well, says Chris Seo, and all teams give their 100% with Fiji, I guess, says
0. I don't know. What Olympics are we looking for?
The last one, Rio 2016, gold medals.
Taking a lot here, man.
I feel like it's not difficult.
No, you're just different.
You're just different, tables in the New Zealand Olympics or just the Olympic 7. So New Zealand at this stage are sitting top of 4 gold medals. Yeah. Last year. Yeah. In all events.
Last year.
Or last Olympics. 4.
Yeah, I think so.
4. We do have a bronze today. We did get it in the triathlon. I was about to call it the Tri Nations, but yeah, it's awesome to see that we have been able to put our names on that medal tally. So New Zealand at this stage of Poole with that live result means that they are going to be sitting on 6 points plus 66 as the points differential. Australia in second, sitting on 4 points with 27 as their points differential, and Argentina also sitting on 4 points with 11. So that means that depending on the result of the New Zealand-Australia game, if Australia lose that one, all Argentina need to do is beat South Korea, and they will actually go through ahead of Australia.
Yeah, it's 9:23. I should probably go home.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have to get up in the morning.
It's true. First of all, though, Great Britain and Fiji both sitting on 6 points. Who are you picking to win that game tomorrow?
Fiji.
Okay. And then also, in that regard, 3 points and 3 points for South Africa and the USA in Pool C. And those other pools that we are moving into now, we are into the last 2 games of the day. Christian, I reckon silver, but we still came home with a medal thanks to Hayden Wild as well. That is the name of the triathlete. He did very well as well. And he said he's planning ahead, and he is hoping to still be doing it in 2032 when it's in Brisbane. Pretty awesome for the Olympics to be down south, down under. I guess you could say go, David, and the boxing as well. Says like 6-1. Fiji aren't looking too good right now. just beating Japan by 5 and struggling to beat Canada, while Great Britain dominated both of those teams. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one because I feel like unless Fiji find that form soon, they won't be finishing top, and that will mean they won't have an easy game heading into the next round because, of course, it's all done off where you are seated in terms of who you face in those quarterfinals. But looking at the MLR,
Coward.
Yeah, Josh Coward, that is his name. But looking MLR, it is going to be happening. How did I end up in Zimbabwe's tour of Ireland when I clicked on MLR? Interesting scenes, but we have got 4 gold medals for Team New Zealand at Rio, 2 for rowing, 1 for canoeing, and 1 for sailing. Kiwis are great on water as well. I thought it would have been more than 4, so me saying 50 was a bit over the top, wasn't it? The final's going to be on at 8 a.m. on Monday morning. You keen, are you?
No.
Cool. We have got, where can you watch the rugby? Depending on what country you're in, Ashton, do let us know. But for New Zealand, it is on Sky, or also, they did have it on TVNZ1, but unfortunately, I think that has stopped due to it not being New Zealand playing. So I think it's Sky in New Zealand. For free, you've got 9 now in Australia, I believe, are covering most of the games for free for the Australian games and maybe some of the world ones as well. Team New Zealand has got 1 Olympics bronze from men's triathlon so far. Australia has 2 golds, 1 silver and 3 bronzes so far. Let's go Oz, as well says Ed, and also the UK, says Ashton. Oh, the UK is a bit trickier because I think it will be on Sky in the UK.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure about free. What is it? It's not BBC. Who has free? Who provides the free coverage in the UK for like stuff? Because it will be whatever that is, their kind of app that they will have possibly, or they're like on demand. Because I know a lot of those are free. But the UK, I can't think of what that's called in the UK for. But if you look up in terms of on Google, if you go how to watch the Olympics in the UK for free, hopefully it will come up with their kind of provider. Is it the BBC?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of what the free channels over there are called, but I can't quite think of it, unfortunately. Sorry. We always got official game. Who's getting gold in the women's sevens? Or who getting gold in women's sevens? I think New Zealand gold, Australia silver, USA is going to get the bronze, or Canada getting the bronze as well. And Lisa Carrington canoeing in women's sevens is where we give a good chance at gold. And it's 7+ in Australia, not 9 now. Sorry about that, buddy. Hi, please give us the pool standings, including of points differential, says Kirioni. I will do that right now for you guys as well. Go Fiji from Shikar and also Lisa Carrington to get a gold, I think is a good prediction. Fiji, Great Britain, New Zealand, Argentina, Australia, South Africa, USA, Kenya. Those are the teams I predict for the quarters as well, says Sitavini. But I think we are losing George. But at this stage, I will bring up the table. Unfortunately, I don't have the little animation that I can show, but I can read it out from the application that I have been following the Olympics on at this stage. The next game is going to be the United States taking on you chicken boy. It is going to be Ireland in this next match. This stage, it is for the standings. New Zealand sitting on 6 points in Pool A with 4 points, and that is for Australia and Argentina both sitting on the 4. So the points differential is plus 66 for New Zealand, so they are sitting pretty comfortably, but they are going to be playing Australia tomorrow. Then for Pool B, it is 6 points for Great Britain with 58 as their points differential, and Fiji are also sitting on 6 with 19 as their points differential. In this third group, South Africa and also USA both sitting on 3 points, but they both still have a game in hand that we are about to get to witness as well. Yeah, thank you very much for coming around. Appreciate your time. Perhaps we do some filming tomorrow for the gaming chat.
Yeah, we will.
You good?
We will. You know, what time?
Yeah. Yeah, good.
What time is
I'd say the first events of the sevens,
3?
it's finishing at around 3.
Right.
Or maybe, I mean, you can come around a bit earlier because I think I will be doing a live stream, so you could chill out with me while watching the games if you like as well. But we will say thank you very much. Can we get some claps in the chat? Can we get some G's in the chat? Just a single G. Everyone put a single G in the chat.
For the G.
For George
for the
there.
G-dog.
We have got Foot in the chat as well. Welcome in. How are you watching it? I am watching it on Sky Go here in New Zealand. Subscribe Rugby Pass TV as well, says Clark. So it is on Rugby Pass, which is pretty awesome. But the United States just about to play against Ireland. I feel like you'll like
how many games
watching Ireland.
left?
Just the 2. So it's going to be.
I'll watch them, eh?
Are you going to stay?
I might have to stay till like
we got
clock.
3 G's in the chat, 4 G's.
How late does
and
this
also,
go?
as your kitty sleeping, he is indeed. It goes. The last game is going to be finished at 10:30. So whether or not you want to watch the South Africa-Kenya game is up to you. I just feel like you may like watching Ireland because you quite enjoy watching their rugby team, don't you?
Yeah.
And they got some pacey boys out on the field, that is for sure.
Do they?
Yep. Very quick players. That is their lineup here as well for you. And we have got Bidini as Kyle, and we got a few more G's in the chat as well.
And
we have got Oliver G. So thank you all very much. Also, anyone who hasn't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, leave a like on this live stream. And if you do enjoy watching us do stuff on these live streams, be sure to hit that subscribe button on the Kiwi Lads Gaming channel. It is the pinned comment in the chat. Is that someone ringing you?
Oh, I'm ringing someone.
Who are you ringing?
This person.
Who is that?
It's a
Please don't show that on the or else we will get banned.
Bot.
Okay, please have the sound off as well. we really don't want to get banned. But yeah, be sure to hit that subscribe button on the Kiwi Lads Gaming channel as well. It is hugely appreciated, you guys showing your support for us. We are going to be playing a few. We're going to be playing a few possible games. Baker. Perry Baker, he is indeed.
What about the really fast guys? Isn't that Baker?
Baker is one of the fast guys. They've also got, who's the other very, very quick man for them? I'm trying to think of the exact name, but is it Carlin Isles?
Yeah.
He's the very quick man, if I'm not wrong. James Dolman, referee from NZ. Get it, son. USA lead the medals pool so far. 7 gold. Jeez. 3 silver, 4 bronze, 14 Olympic medals for day 3. Do you think we'll ever get a medal? No.
I don't think we will.
As in us.
I don't think we're going to make.
Should we train for Brisbane 2032?
No.
Fair enough. 6 seconds left.
Can't even walk out the door without having to check your knees.
Now it's going to be kicked off here in the match between Ireland and also the USA. Also, matey, as well as says Kitiani, and on the BBC in the UK, it's swimming and boxing, says Ashton. So unfortunately, I feel like they should be showing a few more of the games. I guess that's kind of like TVNZ here in New Zealand, how they're only showing sports that Great Britain are in, perhaps.
Yeah.
And because their game is already over. Tell you what a start this is going to be for USA here. The man in the number 3 jersey, Danny Barrett, not to be confused with the likes of the Barretts from New Zealand, of course. At the back line now for USA once again. It's going to be now pinning his ears back. The man in the number 12 jersey, Osefo. He has been tackled very nicely by Ireland, and that is one thing that they have done very well here, Ireland. They've picked a team with a lot of pace, and that is what you need in a game up against the USA. A little bit of a rough pass there, but it's found their hands now. Danny Boom Boom Barrett is the nickname I've just heard from the commentators, but now, once again, USA with all the possession so far, looking strong out there, back line now. Out onto the wing, it's going to be Bakey's dropped the ball, but it'll go backwards so they can continue now. Sefa now passing it across field. This is just out and out pace from the USA, and that's a great run there. But the Mussy offloads on the inside. Boom, boom, Barrett, as they called him, has got the ball in now. I like saying that as well. Anyone in the rugby from UK watching, or anyone in the chat from UK watching rugby as well, says Ashton. I think we have got a lot of Southern Hemisphere boys here, unfortunately, but hopefully, do they have more than one channel? He's run it again there. Sefa. And he has been dragged down to the ground on the 22. Now the USA, Ireland not able to have their hands on the ball yet. And once again, they are just going to continue to pass the ball out. This is going to be fatiguing for the Irish here. Now it is going to be, once again, Danny Barrett just holding the ball in one hand, just kind of pushing people off in the chest. Once again, going back now. Ireland all defence. When are they going to get the ball in? And it's going to be now Perry Baker. Look at the pace of the man. He's gone. Yeah. No one is catching Perry Baker. And he has scored the try there, the first try of the match for the US of A. We better put the right scoreboard up as well.
United States of America.
I feel bad because I said about how you want to see Ireland on attack, and they haven't had the ball yet in this game. But Barry Baker, that means acceleration. You can't catch him. He's gone. See you later. We've got a prediction from George, maybe USA versus Ireland. What are you saying?
20-0 to US.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go 26-12 to the US. Don't know. Just feel it. Feel it in the bones. We've got the USA. Hey guys, when does New Zealand play Australia? That is going to be tomorrow afternoon, New Zealand time. I think it is 1:30 p.m. But I could be wrong in that regard, but it is somewhere around that kind of time frame as well. We will get that information for you very shortly as well once we are at halftime. 4 minutes left in the first half of this one. iPlayer BBC says Claire as well might be a good option. And what channel are you watching it on? We are watching it on, it is Sky Sport Tokyo 3. This is going to be another great run here. And it's going to sit up here. And he's put the ball down, and that's another try for the US of the A. And they have scored once again here. The United States on fire early on in this match. Have Ireland touched the ball? Maybe one of them got a fingertip to it there, but that is all they're getting at this stage. Ireland, USA looking dangerous. They're going to be playing up against... Who are they playing tomorrow? It's a big game. USA versus South Africa. That's a big game. And we have also got there, what channel on BBC. Hopefully someone in the chat can help you out with that New Zealand time as well, says Immortals. And it is going to be on at 10:30 a.m. New Zealand time. Geez, that's early. I thought it was a couple hours later. George, brother, you're tired as well. Just, it's early when you stay up late doing editing on it. Hello, Kiwi man. We must work, but I'll keep following on the loudspeaker as well, says Chris. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate you being here for this one. Make it a quick, too quick for the Irish, says Vinny as well. Sebastian, that is harsh. Are the Irish aware that the game kicked off as well? Hopefully they get the ball soon. I don't know whether they've got it now, but they are getting driven back towards their own 22 here. Ireland, a lot of pressure on them. The USA straight on it, and they have ripped it back. I want to change my answer here. But what I think the score is going to be, it's going to be now Barrett breaking a couple tackles. I don't think that Irishman's going to be able to stop him there. He's been able to drag him down, though. Very nicely done now out the back line once again. Going to be in the hands of the number 10. Little offload. Oh, it's been knocked on. Double knock on there, and it is going to be a scrum to Ireland. We have also got, Robbie, you need a VPN using the UK and then BBC iPlayer as well. And we have got no Baker. I won't have a chance with the new young runner for the USA. And Jamaican track team as well, says Sitovini. And also in there we have got NZ time. And sorry, Baker could run for bronze in that 100 meter. That's how fast he is, says Chris. He's a very quick individual. And that's the thing. He's not the only quick man in the USA side. No. Like Ireland, they actually have a couple speedsters themselves. Speedsters. Straight past. But they just haven't really had a chance to have the ball yet. No. Unless it is just outside of their own 22. They are showing the man there. It is Kevin Williams, I believe it was. Or was it possibly? It might have actually been Falau Nuia. Not too sure. I didn't see the number on the back there. But now at the stage, all pressure from the USA on Ireland, just inside of their own 22 here. Ireland with the scrum feed. 2 minutes left in this first half now. Going back, it's going to be a good run here for Ireland. Down the wing, and look at the pace of this man, the number 7, trying to drive forward. And in this one, it was Jordan Conroy. Counter-ruck, though. Oh, it's a penalty, though. They got lucky there. They got to try and stop the USA from just getting the ball straight back in the breakdowns. But now looking at the pace here for the back line, it's going to be out on the wing. It is going to be Lennox, and he has been dragged down. That's going to be a penalty there to the USA, though. And they are just looking, any time it goes to the breakdown, they're in there and they're on it.
The Irish are just not protecting the ball.
Tell you what, USA versus South Africa, what a match that's going to be tomorrow. Yeah. What are you doing tomorrow? You working?
Yeah, probably.
If you're not, if you want to swing around and have a quick wee geese.
Yeah, mate. I can phone about for a little bit and just see what's happening.
I appreciate that, yeah.
You have to get out of bed.
That's true. It's going to be an early start for me because I'll probably be editing late as well tonight. But we have got Jordan Pataya in for the Wallabies.
Early start?
Yeah, like 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. It's got in there. Thanks, Immortals. As well, says Victor. And also, we have got in there, Jordan Pataya is for the Wallabies. Mwonga has nightmares of his bump offs as well. Yeah, that's going to be exciting to see. Oh, that's not straight. And that means now that it's going to be the line out for Ireland, or maybe the scrum they will go with. I think I popped my shoulder, popped it in at the same time. So you popped it out, then popped it in. That would have been painful. It's 1:30 p.m. I was looking at Oz time, as I said, Immortal. So it is going to be 1:30 that New Zealand play Australia. Going to be an exciting one. Baker did tricked, but changed to rugby as well, says Chris there. And also we have got Ireland just don't have a chance with the USA team. USA is too physical and too quick, as well, says Sitovini. Yeah, in the breakdowns, I think they've retained the ball once in a breakdown, and that was from having a penalty. But now Ireland once again going to be having a crack here. Backline movement, passing it nicely, but it's once again going to be a tackle from Perry Baker there. Perry Baker. But now going back across the field, Ireland, that is the halftime siren. They need a try before we get to the second half, that is for sure, or else straight away, and they're leaving his feet, though, the number 7 there, which is Falau Nuia, which means now they can take the quick tap once again here, Ireland. Back across the field of play, going to be 40 metres out now. This is looking dangerous. Good pace there from their number 4, dragged down by Baker. And you can see the USA players just lurking to try and get that turnover. Good little step there from Kennedy. Outside, that's going to be, is it a try? Is it going to be all the way offload? It's found the hands. Great hands from the number 11. And it is going to be Hugo Lennox who was able to score it. Very good hands. Very well done from that man for Ireland. What was my score prediction? 26 or 28?
I can't remember.
26-12, I think I said. Might be close. We'll have to wait and see, but great hands from Lennox there. That made a very crisp noise, didn't it? 35 metres out, 55 degrees angle. That's probably... We apologise. Oh, someone's down at this stage. He missed that one there. So it is going to stay at the score of being 14-5 at halftime in this one. But it looks like it was an injury to one of the USA players. That is not good news. That is for sure. Yes, bro, Clark will have a good chance against Baker. As I said, Sitovini, going to be interesting to see how that one goes if we do get to see that matchup. But it's actually 12. Why do I keep on giving people conversions when they don't get them? I feel like I'm too generous. I'm just like, you know what? He scored a good try. We'll give him the conversion just in case. But it is currently 12 to USA and 5 to Ireland. And we have at least let's skip the whole period of work. But 17 minutes, I'm sick at damn as well. Says more cake. And also, I reckon Caleb Clark could have a good chance against Baker. Clark's speed is underrated. Yeah, and that's the thing. I feel like so far we've seen Baker make a few tackles in this one, but it's up against someone who isn't as solid of a unit as Caleb Clark, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like he's still got very good tackling technique, but have a big man run straight at him and see whether or not he can stop that momentum, because I feel like it would take him and possibly luring in one other defender. And then you got that offload, which we do love to see. It's funny, Ireland was fast and running every team over in the qualifying tournament, but they're with the big boys now, says Chris Seo. Yes, one of those ones. They won their first game against Kenya. No, sorry, they lost their first game badly against South Africa. So their last game is going to be up against Kenya. So if they can somehow pull off a major upset here, then they're in that predicament of maybe being able to momentum their way all the way to one of those playoff positions. Because, of course, it is based off the top 2 of every group go through. There are 3 groups. So top 2, top 2, top 2. And then it is the 2 in the third place who are going to be on the most points. And then points differential will split them. So you need to make sure if you do lose a game, you don't lose it by a lot, or else it could cost you. Imagine if the USA lost to Ireland, how would the pool's points look like? Or how would the points be like? I believe it would end up with Ireland actually leading into the last game up against South Africa and Kenya, which would be interesting to see how we else go. I remember in the 2004, I love to talk, as you probably know. That's why commentary became one of the kind of main things that we did, because I just don't shut up. But how it is going to be the second half kicking off. Have you got anything you'd like to mention about that first half?
Where are these Americans from?
As in, like America, or kicked off now?
What about Major League Rugby?
Not too sure. Maybe a couple from Major League Rugby, of course, with the competition pretty much wrapping up. That's going to be a player taken out in the year. So now Ireland get the penalty. Can the momentum shift in this one? That's a big question.
Come on.
It is the song, wouldn't it? I think it's Jump on It, not Come on It.
Cheeky you are.
Thank you. But there we have it. I remember at the 2004 Olympics that Ireland won just 1 gold medal in show jumping, and the horse was on tracks. Says Sebastian.
No.
You hate to see it.
Poor Irish. They're not exactly a sporting nation.
I mean, they're decent. Like, they beat the All Blacks. I feel like in terms
Rugby wouldn't be their big thing.
They don't play a lot of cricket. Or football,
soccer,
they're not.
Not really.
No.
Maybe.
Bit of golf. Rory McIlroy.
Yeah.
He's pretty decent. He's good at stuff.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I guess you could say, don't break that.
Fighters, actually, the UFC would actually be one of their biggest things, wouldn't it?
Well, they're tough,
men. A few Irish fighters.
That is for sure. And we obviously got, you have to talk Hamish, is what makes the stream what it is as well, says David. And also we have got that Irish horse, have had some strong lead, as well as this sort of video, but now it's going to be Ireland once again inside of the half of the USA, and they are now trying to find their way to that try line to get right back into this match. Only 7 points difference between these two sides. The first match of Pool C that is going to be happening today. He's got plenty of pace as well, the number 11. Can he go all the way? He's stepping around, offloads it to the number 7. I feel like he just felt he was outmatched for the pace. Number 11 now passes it back. I've got men in numbers here. It's going to be on the outside, draw and pass, and it's going to be the try to Ireland. And they score it, and it's the number 3 who was able to get it. Harry McNulty hasn't been able to score that one. And Ireland now, if they get this kick, Broad game at this stage, eh? Pow. Loves it. A bit of McNulty. Big dive. Doesn't look that soft there, the grass.
No.
You know how sometimes when it's like nice and wet,
Yeah.
you can like just completely just go for meters.
Yeah.
Like some people dive from the
Just
5.
said,
Some people dive from the 5 meter line sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
really
That one's gone wide. Cheeky boy. And now it's going to be.
Cheeky boy.
At this stage, we are just going to quickly update the thing going across the bottom as well so that it does say that Australia were able to get that one. In the last match, the win, they were able to win 42 points to the 14. 5. It is 5. That's a different number. 5 of South Korea in their sevens campaign. Unfortunately, not able to get a win yet, but have picked up 2 tries, which is probably more than they would have been expecting in some regards. Is this the upset, says Chrissy? Everyone was waiting for it. Could it be? Can Ireland pull off an ultimate upset here? That's straight on the ball, or he was close to getting it. Although as soon as you give Perry Baker space out on the wing, I feel like it's going to be another try. You just get that feeling.
Yeah, no, they can't catch him.
Here we go. Perry Baker now.
He doesn't
He's
know where
dodging everyone. He is getting forced backwards. That is good defense
They
from
did well
Ireland.
there, though. They shut him down very quickly.
But then, of course, they have still got a couple more pacey backs that they are going to be looking at. Great low tackle there, but unfortunately, it does mean that they can keep on going here. The USA just inside of their 12-10, sorry. As I said, Setavini, I love golf. I played as well, says David. Now it's going to be a counter-attack. What a sell on the dummy. He's gone. And it's going to be the number 2 going all the way. They do as, he's been caught. It is brilliantly done, and it's going to be a penalty, though, but it is a try-saving penalty. It's going to almost be going back here. They wanted to take the quick tap, took it from the wrong direction, but now it's going to be 30 metres out. That's the thing. They zoom in on the legs, and I don't understand why, because you can't see if anyone's going to catch them. Good offload back there now to the hands of Williams. Going sideways, that's going to be the try to the USA. And he has been able to score it to Massey.
For the Irish, ruined it.
Just stalling a little bit as well. The lead has been restored for the USA, leading by 9 points now if we can get this conversion. Is this the upset? As well, says Chris, could be, but it's going to be very close indeed. And also, we played golf once, didn't we?
Yeah.
Didn't go well.
I want to do it for a video.
You do? Because that was the thing. We played a bit of golf, right? And we were going all right. Well,
it's quite funny, wasn't it? We got some funny clips of us.
We enjoyed it. And then we had the situation of we both teed off, as you do, hitting our first shot. And, George goes up, hits the ball, as you do.
I do.
And then we spent about 15 minutes looking for my ball just to realise George had hit it. And his was actually on the other side of the fairway. But, to be fair, decent shot downfield. I'll give you that.
I'm strong.
It's gone over 19 to 10 now. And I hope you're well, says 11J said. I am well indeed, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Are you able to get golf carts?
You can, but they wouldn't rent them out to us.
Why not?
Because you would flip it down a hill. But I think the problem was at those big nostrils of the horse, the jockey was Cian O'Connor. And if you wish to check it out, his horse was the only one smiling as well. Says Sebastian Leashane Leota. He was the man who was able to get it going. It is going to be a scrum here. No, it's not. It's going to be kicked off for the USA once again. No, it is a man. Taken almost nicely. Little knock on there. No, it's a knock on. And now it's going to be Ireland once again with a counter attack. Oh, if you had found the offload on the outside, could have been dangerous there indeed. Out the back line now once again for Ireland. And they have been looking sharp when they have that ball in hand. Now it's going to be the man in the number 4 jersey. He had a very good game so far, Horan. And they've got another penalty.
Pass it, but they don't bring it up to the line. You know what I mean? Like, it's interesting how they do that.
Yeah. It's an interesting one indeed, isn't it? Because of the fact.
I feel like you bring it up and then you get the draw and pass. Like, because every time they just pass it, the Americans are just coming out. The
USA have got that speed to just be able to stay back, don't they? And just follow along. Well, you have also got in there.
That man's got broken legs.
Yeah, it's got Avo has said, can you upload the highlights of the match Fiji versus Canada after the stream? Unfortunately, due to copyright, we aren't actually allowed to show any match footage, sadly. So I wish that I could, but yeah, we'll get taken off YouTube straight away and we will get a copyright strike. So I am very sorry about that. We always got Sitovini has said it was, or if that was a Fiji jockey, we won't mind for the horse. We just want to know where they bought the weave from, because it must have been off the planet as well, says Sitovini. And also we have got, if you're a Fiji fan, I don't think you want to watch the highlights of that match. Fiji aren't playing good, says Immortals. At the stage now, the USA leading this one. Oh, that's going to be a good run here by the number 1. He has got pace there. Carlin Isles stepping around, trying to find the gap. Offloads it back. And now it is going to be a loose ball here. You're right.
Soz.
At the stage, a minute
Irish have
3
done
left.
bloody well there.
Even better if they can get that ball. But at the stage now, the USA, if they can score one more try, this match is over. That was almost going to be it, but he has managed to drag him down there to number 13
The
there.
Irish should be taking their rugby union leanings to this.
Good tackle there on Carlin Isles, trying to get in there with Ireland, but they aren't quite able to get it at this stage. The USA just going back and forth, and they are going to be using up this time wisely. Good tackle there on their number 4 there. Once again, round the side, that's going to be an offside advantage here for the USA. So I would say this match is now going to be over for the Irish side, but now can the USA get one more try? Points differential can be huge in this competition, that is for sure. So we will have to wait and see, but now they are going to be running it out here. I think they've still got the penalty advantage.
They've been shut down.
It's been good defence from Ireland in this one. I've actually been impressed with them in terms of how well they've been going.
Come on,
now they're just waiting
ball.
on it. And you kind of hope that they get that one taken off them, but it is now just going to be waiting game, and they are going to be putting the ball into touch. It's going to be a try against them. Imagine if that is what costs them in terms of the points differential. You can't be doing that. USA, Ireland scoring the try, and that is a big moment. They just decided to stall at USA rather than running it out, and it could be costly because of the fact now it means that there's going to be an even closer game here. 17 points to Ireland and 19 to the USA at full time. That might be the points that get Ireland through because of points differential. There we go. We'll go like that. And now we have got, I'd rather watch the 2016 Fiji replay rather than watching Fiji's current Olympic matches. Too scrappy and unorganised. I'm strongly against removal of bikinis in the Olympics. So snake as well. I'm not sure whether or not the Olympic Committee would let that one go through,
It's a smart investment. I feel like it would be great.
The thing is, it's probably a competition somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've probably, I was going to say you've probably seen it on all of your ventures, but we have got Jeez the Boxer crying after losing to the Lions. Just accept the loss, brothers. We were screwed at the last minute in 2017. Says Smithy Toilet. It's huge because last time a side lost the first match of a British and Irish Lions tour to win the series was 1989. So pretty much, with that said, it means that a draw or it will be in the situation of a win for the British and Irish Lions. Perhaps we'll have to wait and see the next game.
Yeah.
No, we've got one game this weekend, and then the next one is going to be the third. Yeah. Huh? Oh, we're talking about this one. There's one more game, and it is South Africa versus Kenya. Is that last matchup? I thought you meant it's in for the British and Irish Lions tour.
Yeah.
We always got there. Fiji still win tomorrow. A different day. You won't win gold on day one, says Chris. Yeah, it's just about trying to find that momentum, trying to find what works for them as well. I mean, Great Britain at this stage, they've been carrying their momentum through their 2 games that they played. One 24-0 against Canada, one up against, it was, who do they play? Great Britain. It's going across the 34-0 against Japan, so it's very impressive for them as well. That's why we always win our first game as well, since Smithy Toilet. But at this stage now, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. It's hugely appreciated for you guys being here for these live streams. It is a different one. We haven't done a 7th one before. Nice to you do. And I'm hoping we will be able to do more in the future as well, if that is something you guys are keen for. But also, we have a gaming channel. Anyone who does enjoy a bit of gaming, we are going to be doing some Olympics on there as well. That's going to be some funny content, isn't it? I feel like it's one of those ones, any game that needs slight concentration and skill, we're off the table, which is why it's going to be a lot of fun.
We are not there.
So that is the pinned comment in the chat. That is the link of being able to subscribe to the Kiwi Lads Gaming channel. I will also put it in the chat for you guys there as well, but be sure to check it out. Hugely appreciated. We are at this stage, we're still a small channel in the gaming community, but we are hoping to slowly build our way up there, aren't we? And just keep on uploading videos that you guys will enjoy and that we love filming because it is a lot of fun. So in this match, we saw the one try of Perry Baker. Of course, that was one man's name that everyone was saying before this match would be able to get over that line. He was indeed able to. Also a try for Tomasin and also Madison Hughes. Was the other try scorer. Then 3 tries for Ireland. It was Hugo Lennox, Harry McNulty, and also it was Foster Horan. Now that last try, you're going to flick me. Oh, okay. But at this stage, I feel like I want to see what that does for the points because I feel like that points differential.
Is it not the same as usual? One win.
Well, it will get them the win, but there's also that situation of now Ireland will have
They
7 more
really
points.
should do it in a way where the points you score in a game is how many points you have. I think that would be a lot better.
You think?
Yeah.
You don't like the system?
I think it should be like that.
Because in this situation, with that win for the United States, they move up onto 6 points. Now, Ireland have 2 points with a points differential of minus 21, which is a little bit high.
Yeah.
But at this stage, I believe it is actually good enough to give them the last place position in the quarterfinals. So at this stage, those extra points actually could be quite helpful for them in the future. We will have to wait and see, though. We have also got unlucky Ireland, big game, South Africa versus Kenya. Yeah, that is one that I know a lot of people are looking forward to. Going to be a big match, battle of 2 African nations. And yeah, hopefully we do get to see some fast-paced, hard-hitting rugby out there between those 2 sides. So the South Africans, they've got pace for days. Kenya also, extremely good side, only just missed out on beating the USA. Let that one sink in. Is it sunk in?
No.
Okay, that is all right. Tell you what, I will help it sink in a little bit more, and I'll put it up on the screen. Here we go. 19 to the USA, 14 to Kenya. And South Africa were able to get that win 50. That's not a 50, that's a 33 to 14 over Ireland as well. I mean, this is going to be a good matchup. I feel like it could be one. Is it going to be the upset of the day? Are we going to get to see it? We haven't really seen an upset yet, have we? We've been close many times
If
today.
the one that's meant to win has won.
27 degrees, that is a bit warm. We're currently sitting at 5 degrees here in New Zealand, which is very toasty.
5 degrees, I'll be honest with you.
Would you?
Yeah.
Would you?
When you're out there playing, it's, yeah.
What about, I feel like 27 is just up there a little bit. 68% humidity as well.
Horrible.
Luckily, 1 kilometre of wind. Imagine if it was like 20
Oh,
kilometres,
it's
like
in
a
stadium though.
hot wind.
It's horrible to play in that.
Hot winds are the worst.
Are they?
Yeah, like when they're too hot. Like I remember when we were in Melbourne a few years ago, and it was about 40 degrees, and the wind was just like,
But it would be a lot worse if there was no wind. Think about that, eh?
We're thinking deep at the
Think
moment.
about that,
Getting into this one. Come on, Kenya, says Sedivini, and at this stage, 31-12 for Kenya to win over South Africa. I feel like switching that round might be close to the real score.
I want to be able to have like a Coca-Cola.
I mean, if you are willing to talk us through the lineups in a
Why you bribe me like that?
no bad words
I don't
or
know
anything.
anyone though.
Well, we can just have a look. You might know a couple of the South Africans.
No, just look. I don't know anyone.
Oh, they're on the screen. JC Pretorius, you know?
No.
Branco de Press.
I know Dupreez.
Yeah. Chris Dry.
Ronald Brown.
At the stage, Peter Griffin as well, says Ovi Snake, and Hot Wind's bloody terrible as well, says Smithy Taller. And if you go by the polls now, Argentina and Ireland are the best third place teams. They are indeed just closely followed by Canada, I believe, who are sitting on minus 38 points differential compared to the minus 21 of it is the team that just played Ireland. Bang.
That country.
They are a country. Yeah, this is going to be an exciting game. I feel like, do you want me to go see if I got any drinks for you?
I don't want to, but then I'm like,
But you want me to, don't you?
I don't want to be rude.
Too late.
I can't even get myself one, but then I'm like, I don't want to.
I don't know whether we got any, which is why, right, you are going to have to try and give us a bit of a preview of this game if that is possible.
How do I do that?
Just talk us through a little bit of how you think the game's going to go. Your score prediction as well is going to be the main one.
Okay.
We're going to drop that down with that.
Okay, guys. All right.
So let everyone know exactly what you think.
Everyone calm down. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys some statistics here. I think the South Africans are gonna win. Yeah, because they're quite good at this. I think they are quite good. I think they beat New Zealand a fair bit, which is sad. It's disrespectful, but they need to win because they lost to the Lions. They're gonna be feeling that depression. You guys like KFC? You guys like KFC? I like the wicked wings. I don't know if they sell chicken in South Africa. Sure they do. Not all the lights are working at the stadium. They got the little car. Look at the little thing. It gets into spot, and then the little hydraulic arms go up, and then it puts the ball on the ground. Pretty cool, but it's not in the middle though, which isn't good enough. Yeah. the ground is dry. Yeah. Hey, mate.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
What's going
The
on?
car came out. Oh, you got me one. Oh, cheers, man.
It's Coca-Cola glass as well.
Oh,
So be sure to
sponsorship.
smile.
Cheers. You're a great host.
Thank you. It's got Kenya to win by 2 in the chat. Did you read that one?
No.
Did you not read any chat?
No, I didn't read the chat. But I was just saying, like, I think South Africa would win. I was talking about how all the lights in the stadium aren't necessarily working and how I like KFC. And then I talked about the little car that comes out.
That little car is awesome, isn't it? I feel like that is an awesome little one. Come on, George, have a go at the commentary. You'll be great. As well as there's Noremu.
It was great. It was really good.
Do you want to have a go at the actual?
Nah.
No? We got learn how to pronounce Dupre's back in the days
what's
from
the
watching.
South Africans' uniform?
What?
It's all different.
It's a fancy one. Fiji's kit looks fresh as well for the. Yeah, they've all got different ones as well. Right, I fell asleep. I just woke up again, and I'm fired, wide awake. I'm fried, sorry. As well. But welcome into the live stream, Mako Vinopola Bear. All of the results of the previous matches are coming across the bottom of the screen at the moment. These are all the ones we have had today. New Zealand able to get the win over Argentina, even though they were 14-7 down. Civilly, what one are we looking at? What name? This one?
Yeah, Civilly.
I think it would be, it was the Soyuzwambi. I think something along those lines. But at this stage, yeah, hopefully this is going to be a good game. Kenya, they are a physical side, fast side. Yeah. Same with the Springboks / they're called the Blitzboks, I think.
Something about how they're like both in Africa.
Mm.
But then I was like, no, I can't say this because I don't know if they are. I was like, is Kenya part of Africa? What? It is, isn't it? Yeah. But I was going to say, it's an inter-island battle. I'm like, but then it's like, no.
We've got South Africa to win by 21 points. Says Rafik, but we are getting underway for the last game of the first day. No, Kenya's not in South Africa.
How does it work? I don't know how the African continent works.
If you guys want to see me teach George geometry, be sure to leave a like on this live stream. But now it's going to be claimed by South Africa now. With the ball, they look like they're going to be dangerous. 30 metres out from the line now. And it is straight away going to be a chance. Big hit there. But it was a little bit high, I believe. You're saying it just hit him in the shoulder now. It's going to be Dupre once again going back. Looking for the gap. Epifissa, I believe, is the name. Or Mpifissa, sorry. And that one is going to be knocked on as well from Kenya. And it's going to be another chance for South Africa once again. I'm excited to see how this match is going to be going. Because Kenya are units of individuals. So are South Africa, though. I think their size and their speed really helps them out in this one. Like, they had a close game with Ireland.
Really?
Oh, sorry, a close game with the USA, 19 points to 14. So they can score tries.
They just run, don't they?
We have got Dupre, we pronounce the word Dupre as well. And we have also got in there, Kenya's split pretty much in the middle between the southern and northern hemisphere. Sebastian and the ref, Australian and British.
Why don't they have a Northern Africa sports teams and stuff?
Because South Africa is the country. If you were going to have Northern Africa, it would be like kind of...
Well, I don't know.
It's kind of like a region, I guess you could say. If you were going to have... There's no... North Africa is not a country, but South Africa is a country. It's not called South Africa because it is like actually the region. Like, it's not like the South Island of New Zealand and the North Island.
So what
South Africa.
But the continent is Africa.
South Africa. Yep.
So South Africa is a country within Africa?
Yes.
So it is a country?
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Why do they call it South Africa? Why don't they call it something else, like saying South Island is a country?
Scrum feed now in this matchup for South Africa. Just inside of the 22 of Kenya now. It's a good push through the legs. A little bit of skill there. And it's going to be a penalty, though, to them now for offside. And we have got Mid-East and also Kenya and Mid-Africa.
Fast runners, man.
As well.
The size of those dudes.
They are solid units, and I feel like that's exactly what they're going to have to use in this match against South Africa, because we know South Africa, they have got some quick men. North of Africa is Egypt as well. Says Sitivini Hicks.
Really?
As well. But Egypt's in Asia.
Sometimes you listen to someone say where a country is next to it, and you think, you know what? It bloody is.
That's going to be a try there. For their number 8 there.
Well, sometimes you'll see someone say, you know, Russia's right next to China.
Yeah. But there's going to be Selwyn Davis
That's Asia.
scoring the try
You
there.
think about Asia on the world map, you think it's nowhere near us.
Scoring the first try of the
neighbours.
match for South Africa in this one. And we have also got in there George trying to undo Nelson Mandela's work there as well. So Sebastian, you're a crack up, George, as well. Says Narimu.
Nah,
And,
not having it. They need to rethink the African continent.
It's like saying the word spree without the S, pronouncing the pre as well. So it's Duprea, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Hopefully that's pronounced correctly. But so far, 4 minutes left in this first half of this match. And South Africa are leading this one currently 7-0 over is Kenya. But they haven't had a chance on attack yet, Kenya.
Yeah.
So I feel like as soon as, have you finished that?
Yeah.
Because as soon as they get a chance on attack, I feel like that's when they are at their most dangerous and just outside of their own half. That's going to be claimed there by Kenya. Just inside of their own 22 now, under a huge amount of pressure from the South Africans. And that ball was a little knock on by the South African player, I think.
Yeah.
But they have got this ball they are going to be playing on. Now they're out to their own 22. It's going to be once again the try score, a cross kick opportunity. This is a little bit different to what we have seen before, but it is going to be now the number 11. He is just busting out of tackles for fun.
How Africa's running stage.
And he has scored the try, and it is the man whose name
This is Middle East.
you can't say.
Right there, isn't it?
It is going to be Saviwe Soyezawape. Hopefully I pronounced that somewhere near correct, but that is another try for South Africa there. And they are absolutely rolling in the tries now, that is for sure. We're going to save that one. South Africa 14, Kenya 0. Is it going to be a runaway game? We will have to wait and see for them.
Do you guys have any rhinos in Kenya? Sure they will.
Rhinos?
Rhinos, yeah.
Maybe.
Lions.
I'd like to do an African safari.
What the hell are you on about? You can't even leave your house.
What are you on? It'd be quite cool seeing
as well, but
a few
sometimes we think
giraffes.
one thing and then we do another. It's like, let's
Giraffes.
just focus on getting you out of this house. Eh?
2 minutes
There's a
20
lawn out there.
left in the first half now.
Oh,
And we will have to wait and see
Tell you what,
whether or
I'll take
not.
you to the farm.
Will you?
Yeah.
Cool.
See some animals for you.
I want to slide down that big hill at your house when it's like
Yeah.
wet.
You wouldn't.
Cardboard box, give it a go. But now it is going to be South Africa kicking off
Video
once
ideas.
again. Tell you what, we've got plenty of them, don't we?
Yeah.
And now it is going to be taken nicely there by their number 10. Nice pace there. Once again for South Africa, a pacey side indeed. Now they're going to be firing it back out onto the wing by the looks of it. First, it is going to be Duprea trying to break the line, but he has been dragged down there. Or actually, yes, it was Branco Duprea, stolen by Kenya, but it's a knock-on against them. They just haven't been able to get the ball in this one so far. I'm from South Africa. I don't understand people can't see we are a country as well, says Craig. I think that's just George's plan.
I think if the African community came to me and said, like, what do we do with this big old continent? Bit of a mess. Let's sort it out, and I'll help them.
I mean, I think overall, like, I know South Africa's pretty. I mean, South Africa, like, for the size of their country, like, they're great at rugby, great at cricket.
Yeah.
Like, they've got so many. Like, I think they're getting a few gold medals as well. But also, maybe it could be in the sevens. You know, the way that they're playing, this is probably the most unorthodox we've seen a side play today. Oh, great counter-ruck there from Kenya, though, to get the ball now, giving them their first attacking opportunity.
Rugby?
I'd say it's probably rugby union or cricket.
Yeah.
I think those are the two big ones.
Soccer.
Not as much. They hosted the 2010 Soccer World Cup, I believe, if I'm not wrong. But now it is going to be once again Kenya with the ball in possession. Short ball, beautiful ball there. To their number 12, trying to get the ball back. Were the blitz box, I believe they are called, but now it's going to be a great step there. The number 7 looking for the offload, combines it as well. And that's going to be the try for the number 11 in this one, which is Collins Unjira, I believe is the pronunciation.
Because they look like the sort of lads that just run. They're tall buggers.
They
They
are
look like
indeed.
the sort of people who should get in a rugby union game and just send it. They're like steppers. They're all like semi-drivers.
And we have also got in the chat earlier on, we have got, isn't that the dude that played for South Africa during the World Cup in 2019, says Sitovini. Oh, I don't have enough knowledge, unfortunately. Drop kick here. That one's gone a mile to the side, unfortunately, for Kenya, which means that it is not going to be converted. And the score is now going to be a total. Yeah, they're professional athletes. South Africa now 14, Kenya with the 5. And we have got great score, Kenya. Yeah, very nice try indeed. And we have also got there in the chat, South Africa have a population of 60 million. Plenty of people to find different talents as well.
Yeah. Apparently they're going to be the next superpower. South Africa.
Superpower in sports or in general?
Economics.
Oh, yeah. He was flipped upside down there for a little bit, but luckily he has landed safely there. That's what we like to see. Now it is going to be once again Phillips going out the back line for South Africa inside of their own 22. Now it's going to be Dupre trying to find himself in a gap. He has been tackled. He's been held up as well by the big Kenyans, and he is not going to ground. And this is going to be a scrum. Tell you what, you would get claustrophobic, and then they've been able to steal it as well. Kenya on the outside, and it's going to be Steppen now looking for the offload, not able to find it now. He did use them a little bit, and now Kenya once again. Oh, that wasn't the right option. Needed to use the back line there. And it's going to be a penalty to Kenya. They're going to take it quickly. Aguero, sorry. Looking like he wants to take this one. And the Gibulas, good job there. So, Steven, thank you very much, mate. Usually appreciate you guys being here. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are going to be back tomorrow as well.
Get that subscription.
Get that subscription. Indeed, now it's going to be out into the hands of the number 12, trying to shunt off the tackle offload. Oh, a little knock on the ground, I think.
He hit the
from
ground.
Kenya. Yes, it was.
He
hit the ground very hard there.
In Jeddah. Really hard.
And by the looks of it now,
that's a shame.
it is going to be half time. 14 to South Africa and 5 to Kenya. Tell you what.
I want Kenya to do really well.
We haven't seen the bigger upset yet of the day.
What I mean? Like South Africa are like the world's best,
actually. Yeah, they're pretty much up there, I think. But I would say actually the biggest upset of the day was probably Australia losing to Argentina. I would say that one. Yep, that was the earlier session. But of the session, we haven't had any upsets so far. But yeah, that win for Argentina, 29-19 over Australia. Kenya rushing and not slowing this match will cause them the loss as well, says Sedavini. Yeah, it's one of those hard ones that if they can't keep up the intensity that they have been in the early stages of this one, they're going to be in a bit of trouble. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't want to see it. We like to see the Kenyans run fast, run hard, but there is only so much fast running you can do until that fatigue sets in. We have also got that Vernicock should have been called into the Springboks. I've enjoyed watching him. Have you been watching any of the Curry Cup or Rainbow Cup South Africa?
No.
Okay, so I will take this one then. Vernicock, very good player. Yes, I know. Yes, I know the name. But yeah, he was doing very well for the Sharks, I found. And hopefully he does get a chance in the Springboks in the future. Pole dancing Olympics as well, says Marco Vonapolabia.
That is a thing in the Olympics now.
What?
Pole dancing.
Yeah, he got added.
How is that the right thing to do?
Skateboarding, pole dancing, both go hand in hand, I guess.
Really?
I guess it's like they're just looking at all, trying to cover every type. And I feel like it's one of those ones you can't say not to do it because of the fact, everyone has their right to. There's some very skilled individuals,
Yeah, I know.
Some people consider swinging a club and hitting a ball in a hole not a sport, but it's a sport. Is it at the Olympics? I think it is.
The whole.
It's like how New York is the capital of Greece as well. And we've got, and Quagga will be missed here. Quagga Smith. It'll be interesting one there. I'm not that cheap to it as well. So I thought the Springboks, you could see that they hadn't had as much time as they would have liked.
Do you think they'll be right next weekend?
I think they'll have a better game next weekend.
I really want to shut some of these British fans up, man.
I use coins as well, and throws me a bag of copper-coloured coins at the screen as well. Says Marco Vonapolabia. I feel like that. Imagine doing a live reaction to that. How angry people would be in the chat that you're not actually showing it. But now it is going to be Kenya who have got the little knock on.
We can do a live stream to it, and he'll get Beatrice steps up to the stage.
We've got no can do. Corker is not 50-man international caliber as well. He doesn't really impact for the Sharks on provincial level. He's looks keep him around as well. Perhaps a Faf de Klerk 2.0. Older Werner Koch, and we have also got their pole dancing. They should try that with the gymnasts for the women as assisted divinity, and also Quagga Smith didn't have a good game. Vermeulen, sorry. So Miss Fly. Live link, please. Senator. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Unfortunately, we are watching it on Sky, which is only available here in New Zealand. So I am sorry about that, but I believe hopefully there are a few options on free-to-air TV, depending on what country you're in. But now Kenya once again going to have this ball driving forward for themselves, trying to find the way over the try line to get them right back into the match. And that's a perfect way of doing a great run there from the number 9. And he has been tackled just outside of the 22 penalty to South Africa, though. You're going for Kenya big time in this one,
Come on. Yeah, well, I want them to do well.
And it would be a huge upset of the tournament so far. G needs another drink as well, says Sip Kiwi. And also we have got Kiwi lads. I heard Hamilton has become their own country, and there's someone in the Olympics that will use the Molo Bell after winning the gold as well. And breakdancing will be at the 2024 Olympics. Do you think Razor will put his name up for that one?
No.
No, you don't think he'd get in?
He can't breakdance. He just lands on his back and slims around.
And Cook did do well with the Sharks, played the Lions, one of the best players for the Sharks as well. Yeah, I feel like I've seen a few of his standout performances, and I feel like they're probably still etched in my mind a little bit. And G-Man loves his Castle Lager and gin as well. Says Marco Vita, Polar Bear, and Vim Mullen will walk into any of the top 10 international teams, NZ included. Yeah, it's going to be exciting seeing those two sides play. New Zealand versus the Springboks 100th test match as well between the two sides at Forsyth Bar. He's scratching that chair.
No.
You sure? Hopefully not. But at this stage, 5.5 minutes left in the second half. And if they can score the next try, Kenya, it will mean that they will be able to be right back in this match, but taken nicely. Oh, it's not straight.
Not
in the end. It didn't look that far off.
Come on,
fair.
Kenya.
And also, we have got in there in the chat, Laurel Hubbard will join pole dancing in 2024 in the chat as well. But we have even people in the chat. I am impressed at how many people we have had watching throughout this live stream because of the fact it isn't rugby union, which is kind of the main thing on this channel. But we do appreciate all of the support. Fun fact, the Olympics will be held in LA 2024 and Australia 2022 and Brisbane. That's going to be exciting. Yeah, I think so.
So not just America, just LA.
No, because they have a specific, because it's Brisbane for in Australia, but now it is going to be Kenya now with the ball in hand once again. They need to be the next team to score, and they need to score it before 2 minutes left, and this is going to be a good chance for them. Beautiful inside ball.
Come on,
he's
boys,
got pace, he's isolated, he's got 3 men on him. He's trying to find the best passing option, goes wide now.
Run.
It's going to be now a little offload. No, decides not to use them.
Come on,
and the Fijians, or not the Fijians, the Kenyans. Oh, it's been ripped away. It's gone back zone. That's going to be offside. No, it's not. It's going to be taken quickly there.
Smart about
by the seventh side from Kenya once again.
Doing that now. Smart about it.
They're just kind of passing around isolated, but they are solid units, which means they can take a hit and stay on their feet. Look at this from the Kenyan forward. At this stage, they're just getting shut out by the South African defence. They need that line break that would break them through. But at this stage now, once again, going to be defended by JC Pretorius. Did he win the penalty for his side? No, I think he gave it away.
Come on,
I think it is another penalty against them. Yes, it is. Nice commentary team. Who's the raspberry drinking guest as well? Says MJ Young. That is George. He is one. He did a big smile. He is one of the Kiwi lads. He might be back tomorrow. But we have also got a gaming channel with myself and George. It is the pinned comment in the chat, and also this link that I am putting there. It is to the Kiwi Lads Gaming channel. We are going to be uploading a few games to do with the Olympics, including London 2012 and maybe Tokyo 2020, if I do end up buying it, depending on how much it is. It's probably quite expensive. So we might have to wait and see there. Not anymore of Mullen. Well past it, getting on his Viking-like body, can't no longer hold up of the brutality of international rugby. So that's the thing. I watched him play for the Bulls, and every time there was a tap, he was pretty much the sacrificial lamb that would be like, yeah, I'll tap it. And he just slowly kept on getting broken down game after game. And hopefully the injury that he had, there's going to be another penalty for Kenya.
Yeah.
And at this stage, about 5 back-to-back penalties against South Africa. They're going to have to be careful here. Honest opinions, revolvers, give me a pistol, says MJ. Opinions. As well, Russian roulette in the chat. I'm not sure what's happened here, but we have also got in there South Korea included a little bit earlier on. Says Smithy Toilet, go Kenya as well from Simon. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in on the 22 now. Like I mentioned, they need to score before 2 minutes left, which means they need to score pretty much now. Can you do a rolling maul in sevens? That'd be pretty tricky to do, wouldn't it? Imagine you just commit everyone and just go for that 7-man rolling maul, hope for the best. We've also got the latest George, the future dictator of South Africa. As well as Sebastian, and also we have got if she loses, Laura and NZ men will be a laughing stock. As well as Ovi Snake going straight there, taken nicely. I thought for a second that we were going to go for a rolling maul the way that he took that one nicely. Flat ball went straight into the hands of the Kenyan player. And once again, just outside of the 22. Is it going to be another penalty? Yes, it is. Oh, he's fallen over. He's fallen. He can't get up. I think he just dislocated his finger. Oh, that's not what you like to see. And we have also got there the current dictator brought Lamborghinis instead of looking after his people. As well as Marco would love a Lamborghini.
Yeah, isn't that why South Africa's currently in World War III?
Well,
Civil
it's
War's
getting
in
close
South Africa right
to
now,
that
mate.
stage. State of emergency, I think they entered. That's a great run from
Yeah.
Kenya. And South Africa drag them down just short of the line. That's going to be a penalty to South Africa. And that is the first one that's gone their way in a long time. Definite gold. As a well says Victor.
They could have won that.
That was close.
That was a ruck they had to win.
All they needed was just one more. I think one or two more phases down, and they have kicked that one as far downfield as they
all
can.
the rucks that they could have really put their ass into, that was the one
that
they
is
should have
a
put their ass into.
tremendous kick.
Yeah.
Down to halfway, inside of the half of the Kenyans now. And South Africa will have the line out throw. We have got might move to South Africa. Hey, get me a new flat screen every week as well, says Millie Toy. And also we have got bro, I hope 2036. Morocco 2040 and Rome 2000 Morocco would be 2036. Awkward one for Kenya there, and that's a little knock on. Another opportunity
to get back
for the Kenyans.
That land that they lost.
Are they going to be able to do it? A minute and a half left. If they need, I said they needed a try before 2 minutes left. They need a try now within the next 40 seconds. Yeah, let's go in there. If there's no bread, give them cake as well, says MJ, and also says that Kenya didn't use their space out wide, says Sitavini. Kenya absolutely loves sevens. Yeah. Like it's one of those ones that they're very good at. Like when they find that break, they're very good at finishing tries, but it's one of those ones also that no matter what, win, lose or draw, the Kenyan supporters are going to show up in numbers for them because of the fact that they are a talented side. Indeed, now it's going to be out the back line here for Kenya. Not the best pass, slowed it down a little bit. Now the number 13, Willie Mbaka now trying to find his way through. He is running forward here. Willie Mbaka very nicely done, straight on the ball, and that's another penalty to South Africa. Now, it was a moment in this game that Kenya were right on, but unfortunately it just seems to keep going slightly away from them at this stage. We have got in there, she got her head guillotined. As well as MJ, I'm not sure what's happening in the chat at the moment. We have got, I'm just hanging in there for the women's pole vault, to be honest, an Italian girls handball team. Says Sophie Snake. What country would you like to see host the Olympics? I'm happy to see that Brisbane are going to have it in Australia.
Yeah.
Because of the fact it's kind of close, and also time zones are great because of the fact that everything's going to be at a reasonable hour.
A lot of the world events, sports-wise, are always out of our time zone. Fan of the UFC? No.
Yeah. Although they're kind
fan of boxing? No.
They're lunchtime-ish, aren't they? UFC sometimes?
Yeah.
Who's playing for South Africa, please? Says 11J said in this one. They have got Chris. I'll tell you what, we've got 24 seconds left, and then we will read through the team. That is a knock-on from their number 13, which in this one is Stedman Gaines. And now it is going to be a very good run from the number 10. He's going to be chased down offload there. Takes it nicely up to the 22 now for Kenya, but he's dropped the ball. And now it means that South Africa, they will know that this was probably the hardest match of the competition so far. Yeah. But now South Africa, can they get themselves out? You know what? He's got a bit of time. I think he would have almost had enough speed to get. Oh, he kicks the ball out. That's the end. And at the end of the day now, it means that it is going to be a win for South Africa. 14-5, though. Not a huge margin. Higher margin when they did face Ireland. So it's going to be Kenya-Ireland tomorrow. That's going to be an interesting matchup because of the fact that, you know, Kenya are playing pretty decently at the moment. We have got in there who is the raspberry drinking guest as well, says MJ. That is George. And we have also got there, so let's go as well. But in the chat, you did ask for who is in the South African side. I'm sorry about some of my pronunciations here, but they did have Dry, Makata, Visa, also Davids as well. 2 Davids. And then Pretorius, Duprea, Davids, another Davids. Gildold. Also, it was Eretze, and also Sie Swampi and Gans. they were miles off my pronunciations. That is for sure. But we have got Peter O'Mahony, Munster legend, as well as Marco Vonapolwe, and also East Africa versus South Africa. Great match, says Sitavini. And also, what are you on the 2032 Olympics? Is only Olympics will host 2036, and more have not hosted yet, says Chris.
Man, that's
and
a
also,
weird number.
Who's Batman? Also, why can't I see his messages as well? He is in the chat. He is from Wales, I think. He's Northern Hemisphere anyway, so it must be an awkward time or decent time there. I think it's morning at the moment. And also, scientists just found out the other day that New Zealander, the continent what New Zealand is on, is 1.3 billion years old. So that is very old indeed. And 11J has said thanks. But nonetheless, I think we are almost at the end of this live stream. We have been going for 3 hours and 3 minutes, all back to back to back to back. Having a lot of fun while doing it. I hope you guys did enjoy this because we might be back tomorrow depending on how we get on, whether it is just me or it is going to be George with me. We will be back to cover some form of the sevens tomorrow. So I hope you guys did all enjoy this live stream. And yeah, do let us know also while you are here, anyone who is subscribed to the gaming channel, once again, I will put that link in the description. Do let us know what games you want to see us play on that channel. Because we have a few ideas, but we are also keen to know what you guys
to engage in it a little bit more. I started crying earlier because I saw the stats.
But we have also got in the chat, North Korea will be a great place for the Olympics as well, says Batman. And amazing, the British and Irish Lions played East Africa in the 1950s. So that is a wee while ago. That's the thing. When I think of rugby 2006, I think that doesn't seem like that long ago that that game came out, but that's currently 15 years. 15.
Yeah.
15. Maybe even 16. And now there's going to be a new rugby union game next year, that has rugby 22, and hopefully it will be a good one.
Oh, shit.
We will be playing a few games on the channel, of course, in that regard. But nonetheless, I think we are almost at the end of this live stream. So thank you all very much for tuning in. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And yeah, we will be reading this chat as well in a short moment. Thanks for the commentary, guys. Cheers from Fiji, as well as Setovini, and also Women's Beach Volleyball in the chat from a lot of people. And also F1 is a name that has been getting put out there as well, possibly. So we will have to wait and see about that as well. And Hollywell, I'm tired from BKR Sport. Welcome in to the live stream, mate. You would have been relatively happy, I would think, with the day's results. And we have what's got in there. BBC's all over George, as well from Marco for the Polar Bear. But yeah, we will be looking at different options on that channel as well. So hopefully, you guys will enjoy that. But nonetheless, I think this is going to be the end of this live stream. Like I mentioned, if you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We will be back tomorrow as well. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. And we will see you all in the next one.